Sounds good.
So, welcome to session 46. So, previously, you had a fairly low key session where those out and about basically spent the day shopping, talking to Varius, and things like that. And you spent the day in Cepazis and decided to wake up bright and early at 4 o'clock in the morning. Unfortunately, Gizzard is still dead until 9 o'clock in the morning
Oh.
due to having died in those caves from your previous adventures. So is Tavros, but not that he matters much right now. Alright, so you guys
Cold-blooded.
are in Cepazis, so let me switch to the map. You are spending the night at the Proxilus estate in Cepazis, and you've just woken up early in the morning. Sebastian isn't here, he's in Catanese. And Gizzard is not here yet, so what do you do?
All right.
So, Conglomerate, did you have any tasks you needed to complete in town?
I don't think so. No, I think I'm all good.
No shopping you were wishing to do?
One suggestion is that I don't think, since Joel wasn't here, I don't think Conglomerate was caught up on what you and Barrios talked about, Cyclonan, so filling him in, might be useful if you want to.
Yes, please. What happened with you and Marius?
Ended up having a pretty long talk with him, and I revealed the form that was scaring Sebastian so much. I did it. I turned into a house cat in front of Barrios.
Oh. How'd he take that?
He wanted to see my real form.
Ah. Gotcha.
So I showed him that too. He handles it a lot better than Sebastian does.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
He seems pretty put together, so that makes sense.
Yep, so now he knows about the whole fallen god thing and the Sorg trying to take advantage of this whole thing. So it sounds like he needs to kind of consult with his religious experts to try to make sense out of all this, since they can't
Gotcha.
attack the gods for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
He did actually provide some advice for a spot to stick the sketty on a minor island.
Oh, okay.
So that's over near where the thing for Tavros is the greatest sword of its specific age. So
Gotcha.
oh, we've got that. Let's see, was there anything else? Yep, I think that's the main highlights right there.
Gotcha. Okay.
Wow, I sneezed so hard it made it through a muted microphone.
Hey, did you guys hear that?
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, my setup is a little weird because I'm back here in California, so I'm just got you kind of playing out of my laptop and using that microphone, so you may hear noises of my family.
That would explain why your voice sounds a bit more hollow than normal.
Yeah, that is probably it.
My man's also sick.
Oh yeah, I'm just getting over a fun little COVID incident, which has been great.
Oh yeah.
Ew.
So fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I took it fine because I'm like, I've got all my boosters and whatnot, but it was annoying. I obviously came out here to see like friends and family, and then I had to just hide in my room, so
Yeah.
it happens.
Well, if it's going to
Well, try
strike,
not
it's
to
going to be during times like that.
Yep.
Well, try not to sneeze on the mic. You'll get COVID in all our ears.
Yeah, and that's the thing is it wasn't actually me. That was my girlfriend like 3 rooms over.
Alrighty, so now
Yeah.
that you've caught Conglomerate up, what are you guys gonna do next?
I'm gonna be dead.
For 4 hours.
No
yes.
way.
You'll get over it.
Cool.
Well, as it turns out, I do have a new way to allow us to move around more freely, but I would not wish to deprive Tavros and Gizzard of his capabilities, so for the first part of our trip, we will probably fly as normal. So, as far as I understand, the plan is to take Judge over to the Oracle so that he can work on his spell research, and then I wish to visit the shrine of Delena and attempt to speak with her, and then
Okay.
we can check in with Sebastian and Catanese, and then try to figure out our schedule from there. Does anyone have anything they need to do, or see any issues with this itinerary?
No, that sounds like a good plan.
It's
In that
let us
case,
be
we
going.
shall- Let us head out of town and. Oh, actually, out of character. Yeah, did you level up?
Oh, no, I didn't. Let me do that right now. I forgot that I didn't know if we had taken the full pass out
Yep.
time.
Okay.
Okay.
You, me, Dave, and Natalie have.
Okay. 3. So we should be level 11 now, right?
Yes.
Okay, 1 second. Let me do some of that. I don't think I gained too much on this level. Let's see though. Um 11. Let's roll for it. Roll for it.
Living dangerously.
Ah, I'll take
And
it.
you pretty much get the average anyway.
Yeah. I mean, that's why it's the average, I suppose.
What do you get?
I get Stalker's Flurry, apparently from Gloom thing. So that's nice. 77 now. And then do I gain I bet I get another known spell, but let's see.
Oh, that's cool. So, once on your turn, if you miss with a weapon attack, you get a second chance at that attack.
Which is nice because my attacks I often take minuses on for big damage, so it could be really nice. Yep, so that's that, and then I get
So you
Yeah.
don't actually get any new spell slots.
no, but I get a new known spell.
Okay.
So I could pick up another 3rd level spell.
Alright, you should just be able to open up the spell book then and just drag whichever one you want then.
Yeah. Let's
Do you
see.
remember where that is? Spell list under the journal tab.
Yes, yes. I have Conjure Animals and Conjure Barrage right now.
Oh, looks like I need to add 4th level spells for you soon.
Pretty soon, yeah. Anybody have some good ideas? I'm kind of thinking of taking maybe Wind Wall or maybe like Flame Arrow or something like that. Lightning Arrow maybe.
I'll have to take a look at your spell list first to see.
Sure.
Let's see here. You said 3rd level spells?
Yeah. I kind of like Flame Arrows because it just gives me natural bonus damage for like 12 shots, which is nice. But Wind Wall might have good synergy with some of your abilities. If you see any of that, just like let me know. But Lightning Arrow gives me some AoE as well. I think it's not as good. I think flame arrow is probably better. So I'm thinking of flame arrow or wind wall.
Yeah, the main reason you might want at some point have both flame arrow and lightning arrow, maybe, or
Hmm.
alternatives to flame arrow, is for things that are resistant or immune to fire, and likewise
We
for
have been
lightning.
seeing a decent amount of those, so yeah.
But you can only have one, so still it seems fine. But something to
Hmm.
keep in mind for the future.
Well, one
Absolutely.
thing about lightning arrow specifically is that it's an AoE effect.
Hmm.
Does more damage to the main target, but even if you miss, anything within 10 feet of that target gets hit by lightning damage.
Yeah, it is really nice. Though I'm not completely strapped for AoE because I have Conjure Barrage, so not the end of the world, but I do like it. What do you guys think about Wind Wall, though? Any good synergy?
Yeah, I was just thinking. I mean, I don't actually have the spell yet, but I can get it. But can you
Okay.
imagine being able to push Cloud Kill around with Windwall
It'll
on the
be nice.
battlefield?
It'll be really nice.
To put what now? Or to push what now?
Cloud Kill is a giant cloud, and it sinks to the lowest depth and can be pushed around by a wind.
I
If you use Wind Wall, you can actually push it on the battlefield to where you want it to go.
got you.
Hmm. Hmm. I think I'm gonna take Wind Wall here.
Okay.
Okay, and that should be my entire level up, so we should be good.
Double check that your hit points actually increase for some.
I do them manually, and yeah.
Okay, and make sure to make your current hit points equal to your maximum.
Yes.
You did take a long rest.
That's true. That I didn't do.
Actually, you could probably just hit the long rest button.
Oh, good idea. Okay, and it's in the journal. And spell list. Blah blah blah. Ranger. Third. Wind wall.
Yeah, just drag and drop.
Okay. We're set.
Did we get Tensor's transformation?
Anybody else have any leveling stuff to do before we move on?
Tyler's asking
did
if
we get-
Tensor's transformation has been added.
Sorry, which spell?
Tensor's transformation.
It has not. I was doing Dave's, and I guess I forgot about that one.
Okay. Other than that, I should be all set, so that can just be added to my spell list.
Okay, we'll earmark that as you having gotten that one, so you can just drag it over once it's added.
Alright.
And I suppose it is time to leave town.
Okay, so yeah, as you go to leave, it's early, so there's a few people on the streets here and there, but it is not as many as normal due to being how early it is. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and take you to the map. Okay, so you find yourself at Sepasus. So what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and hike out this way a little bit, and then. Is everybody ready to depart?
Yep. Choo-choo. All aboard.
So I'll say that it is still dark out. So I'll say this is probably a condition where you still have to roll. So go ahead and give your athletics check.
With a little guidance after I have tied the harness.
It's like driving in the dark. It's a skill, and it's a little bit harder than driving in the day.
Alrighty. Good guidance get passed. Crash.
So you go to take off, and because that's a critical fail, you get or at least the lowest possible roll you can make, since there's no criticals with skills. But anyway, since it's so low, if you fly straight up and then you go to bank, and you bank right back into the ground. So everybody, go ahead and make a deck save, except for you, Dave, because you just smashed into the ground.
No.
All right, so anybody who gets a less than a 15 takes 8 points of damage and bludgeoning damage, and so does Cyclonin.
How much did you say?
8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Alright, well, it's not
You
bothering
basically
me.
slam full speed into the ground.
They need to do this a little better then. So, oh, actually, I probably can't do that, can I?
Yeah, as far as everybody else, you saw him banking and flying awfully fast toward the ground. At the last moment, you kind of jumped off and landed reasonably gracefully.
Are you all right there?
Well,
Little,
that takeoff didn't go so well.
I am not used to taking off under these dark circumstances.
I take it the large bird form does not have the night vision.
Very quiet so far.
Oh, sorry. I take it the large bird form is not having the night vision.
No, it is not. Well, we can try this again.
Yes.
Actually, give
Try
me a
to
moment.
avoid
Let me.
hitting the ground.
I'm gonna go ahead and try and take off by myself and just do a quick circuit around.
Okay, go ahead. All right, this time around, you take off without any issues, and you fly around and see, nothing special happens.
Maybe I'll do better this time. All right, go ahead and land again. Okay, we can give this another try.
Get on and get all strapped in.
All right, I could use some expert guidance.
You got it this time.
All right.
I
Try
believe.
to avoid flying straight down.
This is what Darcy's inspiration other than useful.
Yeah,
That is
you
right.
succeed easily.
All right.
Okay. Off we go.
Leaving a small little crater behind.
Okay, so that's the first hour.
All right. You see it's getting brighter out.
Fly over the bandit camp.
Okay. You do see a couple of soldiers down there. At least you think they're soldiers.
All right. Well, I'll try not to spook them. So gets me to the 2-hour mark. So I figure at this point I'll go ahead and hike in the last mile, which should only take like 15 minutes anyway.
Okay.
Me actually.
Go ahead and move yourself up to the Oracle, and we'll switch maps. Alrighty. Looks like you already teleported to the beginning, but that's fine. Is there anybody here? Actually, I'll go ahead and put Who's missing? Gizzard. Anybody else missing? Oh,
No.
Judge.
Judge. Yeah.
Oh, we don't need him. He
Um,
doesn't have any
I'm.
important business here.
No.
Oh, he's over
I was
here.
gonna say. Yeah, I'm pretty far up there.
Yeah. Let me. I guess I have duplicates. Let me find all the duplicates.
Oh wow, I've even got an really old token.
If you see duplicates, you can just delete them. Um, but I think you should be good to go now. All right then. So you arrive at the base and make your way up. By the time you get here, it's about 6:30 or so.
There we go.
Oh, wow, that is old. So yeah, it's about 6:30 by the time you get here, and the guards are standing at their normal place, and one of them says, "Welcome. The Oracle is busy until 7, but you can relax in the library or spend time at the pool in the meantime."
Oh, the
Thank you
library
very
sounds
much.
excellent. I am going to go in and look for cartography information.
Okay, what kind of cartography information?
Specifically, I want to find out what's been charted about Meladon, and I want to try and figure out which lake is the lake I'm looking for. Hold on, I'll eventually find that here. Lake Chorus is what I'm trying to find out about.
Okay, go ahead and give me a history check, which determine how well you go through the materials and see if you can find what you're looking for.
Judge, could you help me with something for a moment?
Of course. Would you like me to be just helping you out or helping research with you?
I'm just trying to find out where a particular lake is. Lake Chorus. There are two lakes here on the minor island that may be it, and I do not know which one it is. It seems
Oh,
like it
of
should be a
course.
relatively easy task, but I do not spend much time in libraries.
Of course. Here, let me. And I'm assuming that means Cyclonin is giving Judge some
I'll
assistance
help.
here.
I'll help him by showing him the map and which lakes I'm talking about specifically, so he can narrow his search results.
Okay, so yeah, if you look on the minor island, you can see that apparently in the map that's distributed, there's a small. There are some errors, or maybe it's better to say it's slightly out of date. There's actually only one lake, and it apparently is pretty. It's north. It's the most northern. One of the most northern features on the island to the east of the river.
So it's isolated without an obvious inlet or outlet.
Exactly. There's no inlet or outlet to the lake. What you gather is the other lake that you were looking at is actually where a river splits, and there's actually land in between.
Interesting. Yeah. Where do I want to put this pin?
All right, so it takes you about 10 minutes to find that. In the meantime, Conglomerate, I think you're the only other person alive right now, right? Because yeah,
Yep.
Kid's dead. So what are you doing while they're going through the scrolls?
I mean, they're just looking at a bunch of books. Can't really read, so do they have any picture books in here? I guess I'll look around for picture books.
Okay, you go and you look around. Go ahead and give me a history check.
Oh, good.
Just just to
I'm
see
good
if you
at
can
that.
figure out where to look.
Yeah.
No, no picture books.
Well, the map should have pictures.
Yeah, but he's not paying
Uh,
attention to what you're doing. He's looking at a completely different area.
I'm looking for picture books. Well, if I don't find any picture books,
You basically spend the
um,
10 minutes searching for, pulling out scrolls, looking for pictures, and finding none.
perfect.
All right, so
Sounds
10 minutes
good.
passes. So what do you guys do?
Well, thank you for your
Um,
assistance, Judge. This will help find the mistletoe that I need.
of course.
I guess another thing, although I won't trouble Judge for this, is I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can find out anything about the ultimate hammer.
Okay, so that'll take another 10 minutes. Go ahead and give me another history check.
All right. Whilst he's doing that, I think Judge will actually look at books on crafting, like uh, like like tinker techniques or maybe wood or metal smithing techniques. Just kind of familiarizing myself. I don't know how in depth I can get, but your basic crafting knowledges.
Yeah, for 10 minutes worth of looking, you can probably identify the material, but you're not going to get anything out of it. You just know where to come back
Oh
to
yeah.
in the future.
Well, yeah. I figured I would spend the rest of my time if I didn't have to look at anything else to get that until 7.
Yeah, so go ahead and give me a history check to see if you can at least find the materials.
Ready.
And Cyclonin, as far as your search, you've spent 10 minutes and you haven't had any luck. It's now about 6:50. You can spend another 10 minutes if you want to look some more. Judge, you find multiple different scrolls that detail various crafting techniques. Like I said, you don't have time to really get anything out of it, but you know exactly where they are now.
Okay.
So, do you want to spend another 10 minutes, Cyclonin, or are you going to give up?
I'll give it one more try.
Nope. Absolutely nothing. Not a hint of it.
I just keep like coming back to the same books I've already looked at. I don't know. That was a bust, but given that it was the musings of someone not entirely in control of their sanity, I was not expecting much.
And as that happens, a person approaches you uh, from where the oracle is and says, "Welcome. The oracle will see you now."
Excellent. Thank you. And Judge comes up.
And then she heads off.
Hmm. I'm debating on whether it's worth seeing the Oracle at all.
Every time I see her, she just says mean things to me, so I don't think I want to see her.
Very well. Well, in that case, I suppose we could go ahead and move on with the next leg of the journey. Oh, actually, let me go find Judge. I need to make sure I know how long he expects to be here.
Sure. I'll wait for you by the door.
Meantime, Judge, as you approach the oracle, she bows her head slightly and says, "Welcome. You come. You have questions you need answering."
Um, Actually, I think I can find the answers to the questions I seek with the use of the reserved library. But
Of course.
I also I also requested an audience for another matter. And Judge reaches around and pulls out of his backpack. I guess I don't know where else he was keeping it.
Sorry,
A
he pulls out what?
a large pot with two slightly undulating bushes
Mm.
with tiny blue flowers. It smells quite delightful. I had brought these. I thought perhaps they could be cultivated in your garden. Um, they do require some care, but make the most interesting and amazing tea with the tiny flowers.
Oh, the spider bushes. Yes. Actually, you you might be interested to know that it is it is rare, but it is a known quantity. Back on the mainland, it's considered a delicacy.
Oh,
Um,
I'm sure it is not something unique and unknown, but last several times I was here, I do not recall it being here. I was simply providing for the Oracle and the compound.
well, I thank you for that. And the woman comes up and says she'll take it from you.
And I hand over the pot with the two squirmy bushes.
She carefully takes it and bows her head and kind of backs off. Well then, I am sure we can put this to good use. We do have a wonderful garden that we we haven't had spider bushes in the garden for many years. Thank you.
You're welcome. And I was curious. Uh, what uh, what policies do you have on donations to the secret library?
Um, Obviously, whatever is donated must be vouched. We don't want inaccurate or harmful material, but otherwise, assuming it is of some worth, most things will be accepted.
Right. And Judge goes ahead and he pulls out a book that he's been writing in for quite a while now. um, and he just kind of hands it. Would this be an acceptable donation to the library?
She takes she kind of looks through a few of the pages, and then she says, "I will have my a scholar examine it, and we should be able to let you know later today." And the woman comes forward again. She hands her uh, the book, and then steps back. Thank you for the offer, though.
I, you're very welcome. I would like to spend the time in the secret library until you are ready to have that verified.
Yes, you can. The library will be open to you from now until 6 p.m.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Of course.
And Judge
Mentally,
will.
the judge, not to interrupt, but how long do you expect to be at the library? Just want to make sure I know when to return.
Um, Judge will go ahead and make eye contact with Cyclonin and mouth the words 6 p.m.
You are not going to be here multiple days?
Oh, well,
I got the impression you had many hours of research to do.
yes, I would like to be here multiple days, yes, but today I have access to the library until 6 p.m. I thought you were asking when I would be done today, but yes, if you would like, we can get in rooms at the inn and wait the return of our compatriots. But yes, I would like to be here several days. I do not know how many I will be allowed access to this week, but today until 6.
Very well.
As you're talking, you notice this woman suddenly walks up and she says, "The library is open today and tomorrow, and then it will be open on Monday next week."
Well, thank you very much. And disappointedly look at Cyclone and say, well, I guess only 2 days here today.
Oh, very well. If time does not permit to return today, we shall be sure to be here tomorrow in time for the end of your research, and then we can decide what to do from there.
Excellent.
Okay. And once you get up and into this area, the a woman walks up, does the whole thing where she blindfolds you and takes you off to the Forbidden Library.
Yep, yep.
All right. So Judge is being carted away. What are you doing now, Cyclonin and Conglomerate?
I'm just going to simply bow before the oracle and make my way back out to the others.
Okay.
All
And
right, what's our next
Conglomerate, what
stop?
have you been doing when Judge and Cyclonin were away?
Oh, I didn't think he was gone for that long,
Just a few
but
minutes, yeah.
then I would just be kind of waiting by the door.
All right. Is there anything else you guys want to do here, or should I change maps?
Would you like to learn a new letter of the alphabet? Perhaps your first one?
I'm not very good at letters. This one an easy one?
Hmm. I do not know. Let us try. Oh, well, there is one that is a single line. I'm going to go ahead and just point out a letter I.
Conglomerate,
Okay.
it looks a lot like a stick.
That one looks like a stick.
Well, this stick is I.
Okay. Noted.
I will quiz you on it
Alright.
later.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and.
Gotta remember.
You can't speak to me, Gizzard. You're dead.
Oh,
Oh, wow, Gizzard's dead to you? Man, you guys got some serious bad blood going on here.
Oh, yeah.
you know it. You hear from the astral realm.
All right, we got this nice, convenient runway here. So I'll go ahead and.
I'm ready for takeoff.
Actually, before we do that, trying to think. Actually, if you do not mind, Conglomerate, I'd like to rest for about. Actually, how long did it take us to get up into the Oracle compound?
Probably about 10 minutes.
10:40, 45. If you do not mind, I wish to rest for about 15 minutes by the water.
Okay.
So, what letter looks like a stick?
L.
You know you are half right.
Yeah, I knew I was good at this spelling nonsense.
Someday we will teach you about uppercase and lowercase.
I don't even want to know what that means.
Letters can have somewhat different shapes depending on how you draw them. Well, I suppose that is inherently true with everything. But sometimes you draw them one way on purpose and then a specifically different way. For instance, there is an L that is a single stick, but then if you take two of them in the shape of a boomerang, you now have an uppercase L, or also known as a capital L.
Why would you do that?
Supposedly it makes things easier to read.
That sounds like it makes it actively harder.
You know, you may not be entirely incorrect, so. There is a reason it takes people a while to learn the alphabet, and some people never really fully grasp spelling.
Yeah, apparently that's me.
So, conglomerate, as long as we are resting here, I am curious.
Hmm.
Should we actually succeed with this mission, be actually reascend into godhood, what do you plan to do?
That's a good question. I didn't do much my first go around, and I'm kind of realizing that by being back here. There's a lot more that I could have done.
Well, if what is what the elder gods have claimed is true, it might be possible to do quite a bit more when we are done. What does
That
the
would be
idea of being
nice.
an what does the idea of being an elder god mean to you?
It means more freedom.
That is
I
certainly
never really had much freedom to think the way I wanted to think. And then I became a god because I went a little crazy. But even then I just when I was a god, I was mostly, I mean, you remember, I was just kind of like going around killing things. Just kind of never like actually took a second to see where I had gotten. And now I feel like we've all slowed down a bit. Being immortal has been refreshing, or being among them at least.
I do think there is some truth to that. It is interesting to experience this way of living, if perhaps for the last time. I must savor some drink while I still can.
Huh. Yeah, no kidding.
But yes, there does seem to be a fair bit of aimlessness. I mean, I knew I wanted to postpone the end of my life, but I do not think I really had a solid plan in mind. I certainly got much more than I bargained for with this godhood nonsense.
Yeah, I think we all did.
That is true. Then we find out that they can change the terms of service at any time.
Yeah, no
Ah,
kidding.
I shall ask Conglomerate, I mean, Gizzard, the same question later. What do you think his motivations are?
Well, obviously he wants to stay alive. I mean, we all do. Fading into nothing is not really my favorite outcome of this, but no.
Not so
It always
long
struck
ago.
me as the chaotic type. I think it would be very exciting for him to be able to make a universe or help when we all get to craft it if we do succeed. I think he's gonna have a lot of fun just making some crazy things to put in there.
When he mentions the chaotic part, I look at him.
Hmm.
I just kind of stare for a moment. You do not suppose the chaos could claim Gizzard, could it?
Uh, it's possible. I try not to think like that.
Well, I will confess that it is not exactly one way to feel good about oneself. Hmm. Yeah, well, that has me distracted enough that I totally forget about the thing I was going to say to Conglomerate and just
Oh
kind of
no.
trail off and just kind of think about that and just focus on the water for 15, well, till the 15 minutes is up.
Okay.
That's
So
good.
the time passes.
There we go. I feel like I'm ready now. I just wanted to make sure we have a lot of traveling to do today, and I do not want to complicate efforts to change forms.
Hmm. No, makes sense.
All right. So I'll go ahead and head back out here. This time I'll weld shape into the Quetzalcoatlus.
Okay. Well, it's the sun's out now, so there's no roll needed. So we'll just switch to the map.
Okay. And we will have to return to that place soon enough. Alright. I think that was roughly 1 hour.
All right.
And then, let me double check something here, because based on where we are, there's the loopy bit. Okay, so it's south of the. There it is. Okay. I guess given the dense jungle, I'm gonna look. Do I see any? Does the road look pretty quiet at the moment?
Yeah, it's still relatively early. Way off down here, you can probably well, you might be able to make out there's some sort of wagon going, but within a few miles of where you are, you don't see anybody.
All right, I just want to avoid surprising any travelers. So if the road looks clear in this area, I'm gonna swoop in and then come in for a landing.
All right. So you land. I'm assuming you're going to the shrine.
Yes.
All right then.
Well, we're back.
All right. Obviously, Judge isn't actually here, but I don't want to. I'm not going to bother deleting him so he can see what's going on. So you arrive, and as you do, the legendary panther kind of walks forward and bows his head. Welcome.
I bow in return. It is good to see you again.
So you come to speak to Delena, do you?
I do.
Then please come this way. And he walks and leads you to a woman that you haven't seen in quite some time. When you first arrived, she appeared in the Temple of Saint Deal, and there's conglomerate. So she arrived at the Temple of Saint Deal, and you saw her back then, and she looks exactly the same now. And as you approach, she says, I am to understand that you have asked for an audience?
Yes, I have.
She nods and says, well, you have it. I have heard that you have done good things. You have destroyed a thorn. We could have done it, of course, but there is a delicate balance among some of us, those who have reached greater power, and wish not to disturb it unless necessary.
Yes, I do have some questions related to that. I do regret that we did not manage to deal with them sooner, but nevertheless, their reign has come to an end.
That is good. Had they gone on much longer, we might have had to intervene.
Well, I guess I will begin with some of the bad news, although you may be aware of this already, but you may be aware that the menace has succumbed to the influence of the Sorg.
Yes, their influence grows greater. It is most disturbing.
He is also no more. It did not seem that there was any way to save him, and we had no choice but to prevent him from being able to continue to ally with them.
She nods. We do what we must.
But I am beginning to see just how severe a threat that these Sorg are.
They have long been attempting to take this world, and they have made strides in the past. You probably know of Ermenig and the seed that is but a memory. It was drained because of the Eye of Sorg, drilled and torn by the demons, wishing to take the world. We were able to beat them back, but now, no longer gods, they have their opening.
That is very interesting to know. So, we did not have much to speak, opportunity to speak about ourselves when we first met, but of course the elder gods have seen fit to force us to all fight for power, which I personally find quite distasteful. I do feel that that rewards the wrong sort of individual. I would shudder to think if a great deal of gods, much as the punk pantheon, I cannot remember their name, but people like that in power, I find quite distasteful. And I do not wish to find unnecessary conflict here, so. But I do have to wonder. You clearly have the ability to ascend at any time. Why do you not?
Well, the answer is simple. Once I ascend, or once any of us ascend, we will be in a sort of stasis until this whole business, she gestures around, is finished. And during that time, who knows what could happen to this world?
Hmm. Yes, I was not aware of that part of it, but that is a very valid concern. I can see where I can see the fine line there, because obviously one does not want to delay too long lest one misses the opportunity to ascend. But yes, at the same time, there is always the responsibility to others.
Yes, for most of you, it will not matter. But for us, this is or was our world. And while there are those among us who wish to ascend anyway, um, so far the choice has been made to delay for now.
Well, this may not be my world, but I do still believe that the inhabitants of this land do deserve their safety and security, and I do wish to help the people wherever I can.
She nods. But you do not take this the wrong way. But among the pantheons, you are probably the weakest. And so when you are ready to ascend, there will be no reason to delay.
And yes, that is something I have no doubt about. But related to your people, I mean, I do wish to help these people, but at the same time, I do not wish to intrude in the realm of others. What is your opinion of our interactions with your followers? They are not going to. There's only so much before they really realize what kind of power that even one such as weak as our group um, are capable of. I do not wish to seem as if I am attempting to usurp one's power by taking their followers or anything.
Well, there are those among us who would look ill on such actions. But I, for one, realize that once we ascend, none of these people are ours. For now, though, if you wish to interact, I think will be necessary. I'm not sure there's much you can do about it. And furthermore, as long as you act in good faith, that is, you are presenting yourself rather than tearing down the previous pantheon, then I think it is acceptable. That
Do have a
said, there are those among us who are more jealous. So perhaps there are cults to be wary of.
Well, I will do my best to be cautious, but wherever possible, we will, attempt to honor the existing pantheons uh, that exist. I mean, and to that end, although it is a small goal, we did do our best to restore the shrine in your honor, and of course, dealing with individuals who would prey upon your people.
Yes, that is why we are speaking now.
Now, one thing I have come to realize is that as far as being cast down, this location in particular, the elder gods say that the gods meddled with this world. How so?
Well, this world is strange in that we are not the first gods of this world, and obviously we will not be the last as things change. And there were once people who wished to be gods, and you even gained the power to fight them. Magic of vast proportions for mortals. And there are gods, those even among us, who wish to remove that possibility from the future. And so things were done that should perhaps not have been done. Ermenig is the mess it is, partially because of us, and partially because of the Sorg.
That is good to know. One of my fears is I do wish to help the people, and that is not limited to just the human inhabitants. But it does occur to me that there is the concern that well-intentioned efforts could potentially consist or somehow become meddling in and of itself, and I realize there is a potentially fine line to walk there, and especially given that this conflict among the gods, given as more and more of them become more and more powerful, I imagine the clashes will become more spectacular and affect more of the people. And while that may not be meddling of the deliberate sort, I am certain that no good could come from cataclysmic clashes in the skies above any particular settlement.
Yes, there is one other thing you must know, perhaps, that the pact between myself and Methina was broken. And so I was forced to free the Triton. And due to this, and due to my inability to do anything about it now that I am amongst the mortals, they will attempt to take the islands back from the humans at some point, if they have not already begun.
I have heard some rumblings about that. What is your feelings about that?
I do. The Triton are my children as much as the humans. After all, I am the goddess of the sea. But I do not wish to see either harmed. But things have gotten out of hand, and it cannot be helped, I'm afraid.
True that may be, that there may at least be some sort of opportunity to limit the damage. Not all clashes are equal, and not all conflicts carry the same cost. if perhaps there is something we can do to defuse that, that would be. We will see what we can do, but it is also good to know,
Well, as you seek out your divine artifacts, you may stumble across it anyway. But between the islands, at the bottom of the sea, is a Triton temple. If resolution can be found, whether through peace or destruction, perhaps that is the place to go. But given the deal between myself and the others, I cannot go myself. But if you look at just south of the volcanoes and you trace a line horizontally between the islands, and you trace a line vertically just to the east of the battlefield of Propicus, where those lines intersect, is where the temple resides.
Hmm. I will do my best to pay that place a visit and see what we can do to achieve the best outcome possible.
But it is at the bottom of the sea, so that will produce challenges. And if the Triton decide that no peace shall be had, you should you should be prepared for battle.
Of course. Hmm. Out of curiosity, this punk pantheon that has been preying on the people, did you know of them before, or?
We knew of them, yes, but like I mentioned earlier, we did not want to interfere due to, well, let's just say some tension between those of similar power.
Yes, I was just curious about their history, of course.
Oh,
I
I
will
did
not.
not know them before they were cast down. No, I only knew of their actions once they became egregious.
Yes, their trail of destruction was all I needed to know. Um, well, I think that is most of what I wish to speak of, but I do not know if I can speak for all of my companions. I will allow them to do so with their own voice, but I would uh, I would like to propose an alliance, or at least some sort of understanding. Um, I do not expect you to come rushing to my aid or anything, but just anything that it does seem that it will be possible to work together, and I just anything that can be done to facilitate that would be most appreciated. I do not wish to come into conflict with you or anyone else who cares about their people.
Well, the reason I visited you when you were cast down at the Temple of Delena the Temple of St. Deal, was because I thought that perhaps I was trying to gauge whether you may be future allies or not. It was too early to tell, but had you done something foolish, such as attacking immediately, or something else of those lines, then my answer would have been clear. As it is, there may be some room for an alliance, and you have proven yourselves mostly honorable, but there are still disagreements amongst ourselves as far as how we deal with other pantheons. So for now, I can only promise that we have no wish to harm you. Had we wished to do so, it would have been done.
I understand.
However, I did provide you some information which should help a little, perhaps. And I will keep an eye out, and perhaps a future alliance is possible.
You have offered a great deal of insight, and it has been a great honor being able to speak with you again. Seeing as conglomerate's kind of nearby, conglomerate, did you have any words for Dilena? Probably gonna regret that, but hey.
I'll move up. Well, I haven't interacted with you as much. Cyclonan's kind of been handling business on our front, but yeah, thanks for not squashing us in the beginning. I know that there are many other pantheons that would not have been as kind or forward thinking.
Uh, you're welcome. And you are very interesting. I
Yeah,
have
I get that a
a
lot.
I have a keenness for ability to touch people's minds to a limited degree. And for you, I see this shockingly limited capacity to learn. But at the same time,
Why does everybody roast me?
you have this surprising wisdom. And I was wondering where the wisdom came from, and then I delved a little deeper, and I
Hmm.
see a vast memories that go far beyond your own experiences. It is fascinating.
Yeah, yeah, I'm a weird one. That's fair.
It
A
was
weird
something that I
one.
found quite intriguing when I first encountered him back before we became immortal.
Yeah. I like to think I'm better now than I was then, or even before that. Even though I can't learn, I do seem to be improving every step of the way, which is nice to know.
Yes, but you need others to learn, or specifically another, although I do not understand exactly how it works.
Yeah, it's complicated.
But nevertheless, you are interesting, and you seem to be helping in your own way. So she nods. It was good to meet you.
Thank you.
And suppose we must be going. Again, it was a great honor to speak with you, and God's willing, we will speak again soon.
She nods. We have some business in the cleft. There is something there that is troubling in the depths. Perhaps if you ever go that way, we may see you there, or perhaps not.
It may happen sooner or later. I do believe, if it is what I'm thinking of, that Pantheon we have spoken of had set up operations there, and perhaps that is a reason why they did. There are definitely some troubling things inside that probably should be dealt with. I know it claimed me once.
Yes, they. Yes, I believe they did have a sort of base of operations there, but that is not what I am most interested in. It is instead a few locations, specifically the Pale Yagra, there are people there that seem that that somehow escaped my notice when I was a goddess. Rather strange. I'm not sure how, but I wish to visit the Pale Yogra now that I know it is there.
It will be interesting to see. Perhaps we could be of assistance to you at that point.
Perhaps. But I must go now. And then she teleports out.
All right. And then I guess I see the Great Panther is still there. Go ahead and greet the Panther. And I trust everything has been peaceful since the demise of the Punk Pantheon.
It has. Though there have been sightings of the Triton along the coasts. So, a relative peace, I guess. Not to mention the Sorg I see flying about.
Yes, that is an ongoing problem. We have had the good fortune to defeat every Sword Queen we have encountered so far, but the fact that we have encountered multiples leads me to believe there are a great many more. And I'm sure some of them have managed to escape notice.
Well, I have learned something that may trouble you in that regard. On the lesser island, at the top of the volcanoes, lives a dragon. But that is not the troubling part. The dragon, from what I've seen, has been infested and is now also a sword queen.
Oh, that is indeed troubling, given what Menace had turned into when he succumbed to the Sorg influence. I shudder to think what a dragon under such influence would be like.
And it was, from what I remember, an ancient red.
That's not good.
Indeed.
But for some reason, I've seen it in the skies, but it stays near the volcanoes for now.
Must be making its nest there.
Our journeys will soon be taking us to that island. I guess there will be much to learn there and something to be very wary of. I do have a feeling that encountering something like that too soon would probably bode nothing but ill for us.
If you do travel there, tread lightly, and it has keen magical senses. So as you travel, keep that in mind. The more magic you use, the better it would likely be able to track you.
Interesting. We will do our best to exercise caution. I would certainly prefer to eventually defeat such a foe than to become its next meal.
Of course.
Well, we must go for the time being. Somewhere to the southwest there are rumors of bandits. Perhaps your brethren out in those forests might benefit from having them removed.
Yes, of course.
May the future bring you good tidings, and until we meet again, I tip my hat to you. And I bow.
He nods his head.
Alright, time to head off.
Meanwhile, you, Judge, you've been, you've gone into the library. What kind of stuff are you looking at?
Can I back up for half a second?
Go ahead and speak louder.
Can I back up for half a second before we get into the library?
Sure.
Just before we get to the library, I asked the guard who's escorting me if I may please have just a moment.
Sorry, you
And
asking what?
if I may please have just a moment, I have to prepare myself
Okay. You're
to enter
given
the
a moment.
library. All right, I gotta pull on my robes so that I look presentable, and I pull out a little bottle and just kind of dab, and then I'm ready to enter the library.
Fair enough. You notice her. You notice her smiling as you do that. You know, you come back, and then as you notice her smiling, she quickly erases it and goes back to her stern expression.
A little smile myself.
All right. So you're taken to the library. So what do you start with?
Well, I guess I'll walk up to the librarian, and I was wondering if you and some other assistants might be able to help find me some leads on a few different avenues that I am wishing to research. Um, First is any information you might have on enchanting items, specifically crystals of power as a avenue for enchanting, and how to enchant like specific spells, even if they are temporary and not permanent magic items. The process of enchanting and creating something, some object of power. The second thing is the modification of spells. If there were ways to modify or personalize spells that one might already know, the formulas for modifying them for personal use. Um, let's see here. I would like access to the spell research portion because I want to attempt to fix a spell. And then there are a few spells I might like to learn and copy into my spell book if it is at all possible to do so, if I have the time.
All right. So you have was it 11 hours? I think.
Yeah.
So if you're going to do any research on existing spells, then you can just do the normal time. See, I forget where I had it written down. What the
I think
numbers
it's
were. Let me look it up real quick.
it's like 50 gold per level of spell and 2 hours per level of spell.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. I would like to do the non-spell copying research first if I can. That seems a little more important at the beginning, and if I have time afterwards, I'll try and squeeze some actual spells into my spellbook.
Alrighty.
Okay. And I would also wonder about any histories on divine artifacts, to and any knowledge I might be able to glean about such items. So all of this is upshot. I have the unfinished spell that I need to research.
Right.
I want to look into enchanting. Now I do have a couple of these quality magic gems ready to accept magical enchantment. We found those down when we were getting the hammer.
Okay.
And I'm curious as to, even if it's like a temporary thing, like you have to recharge it, something that I can try and place a sending in so that Cyclonin can give it to Barius.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, even if it's just like he has one use of it, and then when we show up, we have to recharge the spell in, or if it's something that can be used once a day or once a week, just something to be able to allow him to do it at distance without us casting it first.
Okay.
The other thing I was playing with was the idea of putting a couple of cantrips into an item. I was toying with the idea of putting the mending cantrip and the guidance cantrip into a 4-pound blacksmithing hammer.
Okay, yeah, so you're trying to do the cantrips and items, you're trying to do spells and crystals, and you're trying
Mhm.
to do your, to go through your unfinished spell and actually get that finished.
Yeah,
And then on
and
top
the
of
the
that, you're looking for divine artifacts. So, uh,
yeah.
give me,
Hopefully, I can find any leads on those 2 that are in my bio yet.
so, what information do you give them to help you look?
Actually, I'm going to be quite open. I give them all the information I have, and as far as the spell goes, I'll even let them look at the Bellatrix. I'm very open and comfortable in this library.
Okay, so all right, so go ahead and for the unfinished spell, go ahead and give me an Arcana check, and for the
Okay.
research on the divine artifacts, go ahead and give me a history check.
Okay. And are they helping me? Do they give me advantage?
Yeah, you'd have people helping you.
Excellent. All right, and I would like to try and guidance myself.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the Arcana for the unfinished spell.
All right. Okay. So it takes you 5 hours to get through that. It's a lot of effort and work. Um, and you actually have to do some extra research because it turns out that the spell component, um, only the purest crystal of a certain quality is acceptable, and you're having trouble figuring out where it would be, and you finally come across something. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what you come across. Handouts. Figure. So in the handouts, you should now see something in there called Rod of Purest Crystal. On the journal tab, do you see that?
Haha, Rod of Purest Crystal.
So that's the information you find there. And so that's your spell component. And in addition, you basically find it's a variation on the Spelljammer Helm spell. I'll have to actually make it and give it to you. I haven't done that. But basically, the upshot is that uh, the ship can fly, and if it's seaworthy, it can sail. Um, Most of the mechanics worked as is, but it can only go up to a certain height. It can't go into space. It does. There's no dome or anything, so you can only go as high as you can normally breathe. It does protect you against wind, though, so that you can fly and you don't have to worry about necessarily getting knocked off. Although the wind could knock you off course, of course. So you do have to worry about course kind of stuff. And of course, the speed is basically 50% faster than a normal sailing vessel when it's in the air, and it's the speed of a normal sailing vessel when on the ground. So it depends on what kind of sailing vessel it would be that would determine the speed. So it's 50% faster when it's flying through the air. It's the regular speed in the sea for obvious reasons, and the sailing and the way the way the attunement works and all that's the same as the regular spell.
Okay.
So do you have any questions about that?
No, reading okay. So we have a little quest to try and find the Rod of
But you
Purest
also
Crystal at
find,
the.
though, that you also find a lead on an artifact, which you'll notice in there as well.
I was reading that, the Hand of Chaotic Power.
You found that as you were, because it was together with the information. All right, so let's see. What's your And I will say the rest of your day is basically spent looking for, or most of the rest of the day is spent looking for the information on your on one of your artifacts. Yours so far haven't been able to find anything on the other artifact. So I'll go ahead and give you that information right now.
Alrighty.
What is it? Let me find it real quick. Yeah, that's it. Wait, let me make sure that's right. Oh, yeah, that's it. Okay. Figure ownership. You should now see in your list something called the Mask of Queen X.
Aha.
And that seems to match at least fairly close to one of the types of artifacts you were looking for.
Ah, excellent.
And I'll say for that day, you have 2 hours left. If you want to get a spell in, if 2 hours isn't enough, then you can start on a spell and carry over the rest of the next day.
Okay. Did I get anything on the enchanting?
No, that's basically your day so far was spent basically half on the rod of purest crystal, the other half on the mask of Queen X, minus 2 hours, which isn't really enough to get to get headroom into that. So we'll say that you can do that the next day.
Alrighty. In that case, I will take those last 2 hours and start copying down the sending spell, which is a 3rd level, so I'll spend another hour on it tomorrow.
Okay.
That'll be 150 gold.
So that will be your day. So yeah, you can read up on those two things, and make plans accordingly.
Alrighty. Thank you.
All right. So it is now. Oh wait, my thing went away. Here we go. It is now about 8:30 Cyclonin. So what's next?
All right, I wanted to verify. Since we weren't really doing anything physically strenuous at the Oracle's compound, we're there for about an hour. Did that count as a short rest?
If you want it to, if you're taking a short rest, you could have, yeah.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, normally you would say I want to take a short rest, and then we would do it. But so yeah.
yeah, I mean, I guess I wasn't thinking about it in those terms at the time. It was kind of a little bit later, and I realized that. But if a short rest is normally just light activity, and we basically were just talking and doing research, that's why I was asking.
Yeah, you can count it as a short rest if you want.
All right. Let's see. And how long do we have left before Gizzard comes in?
Half an hour. If you just want to fast forward half an hour and you just hang around the shrine, broken shrine, you can.
So, Conglomerate, do you think we should risk Gizzard coming into existence in midair?
I mean, how can you ask me that and then not expect me to say yes? Like, that sounds awesome. I have cure wounds now. He'll be fine.
All right. Well, I will attempt to minimize the risk. Let us try this then. Rather than waiting the half hour, I'm going to go ahead and change into my wild shape form and go ahead and get everybody on board.
Okay.
Is everybody ready?
Oh, yeah.
Very well. So I'll go ahead and take off.
Okay.
Following the road, and as soon as I'm over the tree canopy, I'll go ahead and start heading southeast.
All right, stop when it's half an hour.
Okay, that's going to be the next hex. So when I get to this point, once I clear the main canopy and we've got more like basic terrain, I'm gonna go ahead and start kind of following the coast, and I'll fly low to the ground. So I'll go here. This will be the half-hour mark, and I'm
Okay.
actually staying on the coast.
All right. How low to the ground?
I'm thinking something like 10 feet or whatever. I mean, uh, not quite Napa the Earth flying where I'm, dodging around every rock sticking out of the ground, but, close enough to the ground that if somebody falls off, the injury is mainly just going to be due to the horizontal momentum and not because they're falling from a great height.
All right. So, Gizzard, you suddenly.
Ooh, actually, I take that back. Rather than holding over the beach, I realize it might make more sense to be right over the shallow part of the water.
Okay. So, Gizzard, you suddenly materialize, and you find yourself you find yourself falling. You land on the back of something, and you find yourself slipping. So, what do you do?
Try and not slip. Grab onto something.
All right. You try
Is
to
he
I'm
close
grab
slipping.
enough?
onto something. Go ahead and give
Ow.
me an athletics check.
Could I
Okay.
have been ready to catch him too? Is he near enough to me?
Um, Potentially, yeah. So go ahead and give me a athletics check as well, but you have disadvantage because of the moving and
Wait.
not being in the
Yeah.
perfect place.
Sounds good.
Okay.
No.
All right, so you hit. Conglomerate reaches out, but he's too far away. You slide off of this giant, flying creature, and you plummet into the sea. You
Well,
smash, you hit the water, you roll around a bit, you take 2 points of bludgeoning damage, and you find yourself underwater. What do you do?
swim out of this water. Get me
All right.
out.
Go ahead and give me a swimming check,
I don't like swimming. I don't like being in water.
which is
I'm a
athletics, I
land
think.
lizard. Okay. I'm a land lizard.
You go and
No.
you go to swim, but you find an undercurrent that is kind of pulling you underwater. Conglomerate, you see Gizzard, you see him disappear into the water, as do you,
Okay.
Cyclonin. So what do you do?
I'm
I'll dive in
drowning.
after him. I have a swim speed, so I'm just gonna grab him and float him to the surface.
Okay, well, I'm going to assume the conglomerate did that before I could talk about it.
Yeah, he just jumps in, and you land in there, and you go and you pull on Gizzard. Go ahead and give me a strength check or athletics check.
Yeah, let's
Picked it
do
up.
it. Come on, buddy. We're going up.
You grab him and you swim and you pull him to shore. Gizzard's all coughing as Cyclone is kind of flying around in the air. So what do you do, Cyclone?
So what I'm going to do is, as soon as I realize what's happened, I'm going to circle back, and if I see that conglomerate has brought Gizzard up in the air, I'm going to go ahead and basically...
Or to the shore, that is. Yeah, he got onto the shore.
Well, if we're working within the space around or something like that, the idea would be to come around and immediately try and grapple them out of the water.
All right. Okay.
Grab us.
Go ahead and do a melee attack roll then.
Wouldn't that be a grapple check, though?
No claws. No claws.
Yeah, that's fine. You can do a grapple check. All right, with the 22,
Sheath thy
you
claws.
do. Are you guys gonna resist being grabbed by the giant flying creature?
Nah.
I
Alright.
guess not.
He grabs you then.
All right.
Whee!
So now
As
they're
tempted
in your
as they may
claws.
be.
No, no claws.
No claws.
That's why it wasn't an attack roll.
Okay.
All right.
Well, thanks for that one. Appreciate that. That was great.
That was fun.
Now, how do we deal with the fact that that technically would have happened with Tavros, too?
And we don't
we'll
think
hand
about
wave
it.
it and say that Tavros somehow landed and grabbed on.
All right, that works. All right, in that case, Let us air dry the two of you first. Fortunately, your absence of fur should make this easy. I'll basically just fly along a bit so they're just getting that nice ocean breeze going on. And once they're less drippy, then I'll go ahead and put them down on the coast and land so that they can get on properly.
You saying I'm not drippy? How rude.
You're super drippy. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Good swimming, bro. What happened there?
I don't swim. I'm not a swimming fan. What can I say?
I'll say I spent about 15 minutes doing that and land here.
All right.
That was so rude.
It's easy, dude. You just float and then like move around.
Okay. I mean, maybe I should have just done that then.
You
Sorry.
should have done that.
I should have just floated and moved around.
Is
That
your
would work so well.
exoskeleton not naturally buoyant?
No.
That seems you should get that fixed.
You should get your face fixed
Whoa.
after I punch it. Just
What?
kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. You're fine.
Are you kidding, or
Alright.
do you punch him?
I'm kidding. I don't blame you. I blame the cat.
Well, he's a bird right now.
All right, same
There is
thing.
no cat here to see.
Oh, okay. I see. I see how it
Alright,
is.
well, I go ahead and make my will roll, and I don't throw Conglomerate under the bus.
Yeah. It was all him. I had nothing to do with this.
Oh, I know.
Nothing at all.
Definitely not.
Starting to think I might fail that will roll.
Yeah.
I expect this from you, though. That's the thing. This is my expectation, okay? Not for the cat over there. Okay, bird.
Oh, man. Well, come on. It was a little bit fun.
For you guys, maybe.
You notice as you say that Gizzard has a bruise on his chest.
Oh, it'll be okay.
Do you see this bruise?
Yeah.
That's no fun.
All right, I'm sorry.
Thank you. That's all I wanted. That's all you guys both have to say.
I apologize for not preventing you from landing in the water.
It's okay. Maybe.
Okay. Where were we headed to again?
Catanese, and
Oh.
by my estimate, we are no more than 45 minutes away. If everybody wishes to climb on board, we can conclude our flight and see how Sebastian is doing.
All right, let's do it. Oh, I should change into human form then. Give me a second.
That would be a good idea. Although, we will have some time. I will land outside the city. We will.
Oh, we can walk in. Yeah, they probably wouldn't like it if we just kind of landed.
Yes, they will probably be decidedly unfriendly.
Gotcha. All right, well, I'll climb on.
I do not understand why either. Look at Gizzard's winning smile.
All right.
I have the best smile. Thank you for noticing.
And look at my handsome arms.
I mean, I am rather proud of my sharp teeth, but I cannot help but be jealous of Gizzard's.
Yeah, he does have some crazy teeth.
I got the teeth.
You know how sometimes they say quantity over quality? Well, with Gizzard, he's got the best of both worlds.
Yeah. Plus, he seems to have invented a new color for his skin, double blue.
You know it.
Well, see,
I'm
it is
so
good
blue.
you have camouflage if, you know, so sea creatures will not find you in water.
Yeah.
You're so blue, you should write a song about it.
Maybe.
All right, well, once everybody's on board, I'm going to go ahead and take off again.
All right.
Okay. And I'll go ahead and land us here on the coast, then we'll hike in from the south.
Okay. So by the time you get there, it's about 10 o'clock. So let me go ahead and get you inside. Where is the token? This is weird. I do not see a token. Okay. Well, let me make a new one then. Alright, so you've arrived in the city. So what do you do?
Bluer than their bluest.
I mean, it's blue.
Oh, there it is. Never mind. You can use the pre-existing one that I lost. There you go.
Alright, I'm trying to remember where is, Keem Hawk, no. I know he doesn't live in the hell tenements.
Are you looking for the Praxis estate? I don't think I made an icon
No.
for it. I think I remember saying it was somewhere in here. But okay, so yeah, that's where you're heading. Alright, so you arrive, and the guard recognizing you this time, says, welcome back. I suppose you are looking for Sebastian?
We are indeed here to see him.
Well, he seems to be chomping at the bit to get a break from his studies, so let me go get him for you. We've already been given permission to allow him to travel with you for a little while. And then he goes inside, and then a few minutes later brings out Sebastian. And then Sebastian comes out. Hello, I wasn't sure when you were gonna come back, but it's good to see everybody.
Hi.
Hey, Sebastian.
Greetings.
So you want to go to the Riotous Centaur and get some drinks?
I don't see why not.
That does sound like a fine plan.
Fantastic, even.
As we go, I'm gonna kind of sort of try to pull Sebastian aside and quietly. Actually, I don't have to do that. I'm gonna go ahead and just look at him and mentally say, "So, how is the poetry going?"
He shrugs.
Yeah, keep at it. You know, it is something that is. You'll want to do your best to impress Darcy.
He nods and notices that Darcy's kind of following behind and not talking or interacting. Alright, so once you arrive at the Riotous Centaur, it's as busy as ever, and you can see the place is packed. But Sebastian comes in, and you notice he talks to somebody, and you get escorted to a table in the back. And as you get seated, the woman comes out and says, "What will you be having today?" And Sebastian looks up. We'll handle the. Put it on my tab. And she looks at him, then finally nods. Okay. What will you be having today? He says, my usual, and whatever they want.
Well, we've not yet eaten today. How about what offerings do you have that are primarily meat-based?
Primarily meat-based, is that what you said?
Yes, I could really use some meat, more than usual.
Oh, meat. Okay.
Yeah, not mead.
That's what I heard.
That's also what I
Like
thought.
mead-based food.
Yeah, I was trying to parse that.
Well, hey, there's beer-battered fish, so you know it's not out of the question.
Anyway, she says that we have various we have fish of various types. We have a shark dish.
Yeah.
We have a chicken. We have pork, thinly sliced, or pork chops. We have roast, and we have duck.
I
Ooh,
wish to try the shark and the pork. We'll go with the pork chops this time.
shark
And,
kinda lame. Just saying.
oh, is it?
Yeah, it's not the best.
Well, I will trust your judgment there. It was something I was not used to. What is the normal fish that we have?
Um, yeah, she describes it. It's basically like a trout.
Much
Let us
better.
go with Okay, I will trust yeah, Gizzard's judgment here. I will try the fish and I will try the pork chops. And a nice strong beverage. Whatever has the most kick to it.
The most kick. Okay. What about you? And she looks at you, Gizzard.
I want the duck. Give me that duck. I love duck.
What sort of drink would you like?
What'd you get? What would you? Okay, hold on. I'll trust your expertise now. What would you recommend?
You heard him ask for the
Cyclonin.
strongest drink they have.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm asking for his opinion. What tastes the best, Cyclonin?
Oh, it tastes the best. Yeah, let's see. The meat is hard to go wrong with, but that is a bit
True.
basic. Actually, what are the other offerings they have here for alcohol?
So yeah, they basically have mead. They have more standard beer. They have various wines, red, white. They have hard liquors, stuff equivalent to like whiskey, tequila, that kind of thing. And then they have essentially um, uh, normal juices with a little bit of alcohol in there.
And what food did Gizzard order?
Duck.
Duck?
Yeah.
Well, if you want to complement the meal, a white wine would probably work best, although I am curious to see how you handle something with some kick to it.
Let's do it.
Let us go with both. A glass of white wine for
Oh,
the
God.
duck, and a drink with some kick for a chaser.
Okay. And what about you? And she asks you, Conglomerate.
I'm going chicken and same thing as Cyclone and bring me something strong.
She nods. Very well. And she goes to get the order. So while you're waiting for the order, what do you do or talk about?
Well, I was thinking that, Sebastian, that, if you are to be a noble, then obviously it is important for you to make a name for yourself. And I believe I have heard that you have been in a combat situation before, although I was not there for it. You did have some experience with some bandits on the way to the Oracle.
Yeah, I remember the bandits.
Yes, well, how prepared were you for that?
Not really. I think I'd be better prepared now, but that was probably my first real fight.
Well, you seem to have come out of it relatively unscathed, so that is a good thing. Well, apparently there are other bandits that plague this land. I was thinking that perhaps we should do something about it. And with us around, I think that you will be able to handle yourself just fine, and it would be something of a resume builder. If you can actually rightfully claim that you have, helped defeat the menace of bandits in the land. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah. So, quick question. Um, would you be around?
Of course we would. We are not going to throw you into the wolves. Y- we will ensure that you return to tell the tale.
Okay. Well, I can't say I'm not a little concerned, but I'm willing to give it a shot.
Yeah. Sebastian's first murder mission. Should be fun.
Exciting.
Yeah. Not sure I would wear it that way, but yes, it can be quite intimidating the first time around. But fortunately, as a manageable threat, you are not going up against an opposing army or hordes of undead. And yes, I like to think that you have some capable people to keep an eye on you. And, you know, there are things we can do to help people recuperate. I'm sure everything will be fine, and this will greatly impress your uncle.
Yeah. Probably.
So, speaking of which, did you know he saw something that you saw the other day?
What's that?
Uh, you
Cats.
were seeing some sort of frightening creature.
Yeah.
Well, he has witnessed the same thing. I must say he handled it quite well.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he did serve in military campaigns and seen a lot of stuff. Not that, but a lot of other stuff. So I can't say I'm too surprised.
Well, just remember that next time. Actually, this is important because there is only so much we can do to lay low. It's if we are to help you, it may get flashy if necessary. So,
I see. Well, we'll see what happens.
yes, just remember we are on your side.
Okay, I'll try not to run.
Oh my goodness.
But my
Although, he scratches his head. I think I remember you saying once that if I was scared of you, I'd be really scared of him. And he points at conglomerate. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Just kill those bandits good and you won't have to figure out.
well, who knows? Maybe once you have seen him, I will look comparatively harmless.
Yeah, that's true too.
What about me?
Ah, you're
I'm
fine. You're
terrifying.
nothing but a big cutie.
No.
I would put you between Conglomerate and myself. I do think that you have the ability to be more intimidating than myself, but you are less alien than Conglomerate.
That's true.
So your food arrives, and so yeah, you get your various meats that you ordered: cheese, some salad, and various fruits, mostly grapes. And then yeah, so Cyclonin and Conglomerate, and Gizzard too. She ordered the strong thing. In addition to your normal drinks, you get, in your case, Gizzard, you get this blue, but otherwise clear liquid, and you can smell the alcohol.
A
Ooh.
blue drink.
Well, that's fancy.
Oh, this is just your color, too. See, this was meant to be.
And
Yeah.
you notice
Good
that along with, Sebastian, he gets, looks like some sort of the pork chops. But he also gets, the normal cheese and and greens.
Bread.
But you notice that he got 3 whole baguettes.
Ah, he needs to have his energy up, so might as well let him have some.
Darcy's scowling in disapproval.
I'm sure.
But she's not here to say anything.
Yes, that's a silent treatment.
Anyway, go. I guess Cyclonin and Conglomerate. When you take your drinks, you drink. You can give me your Constitution saves. I would say the same with Gizzard, but he's away. But before you do that, I have to go deal with the dogs. So I'll be right back.
One drink and we have to roll con saves. We're gonna have a fun time fighting those bandits, I guess.
Yeah, that will be time for it to work through the system.
Yeah. Oh, I'm fine.
Yeah, I may or may not be okay, depending on just how much kick there is to this stuff.
I mean, if there's any one of the characters I'd trust to to fight drunk, it would be yours. Are we gonna pick up Judge before we go hunting bandits?
Yeah, he's going to be very busy with his studies, and I do not expect this to be a particular challenge.
Mm.
If anything, the whole point in this little exercise is to give Sebastian a little more worldly experience, and we do not want to do too much to overshadow him.
Yeah, I like that. That sounds good. Should we try to stay in human form then the entire time? Unless we, have to.
We will want to do our best for that. If you must change form, ideally doing it under some sort of cover would be ideal.
Gotcha.
There's also
Okay.
another thing too, is that I know that the steeps are in the area where these bandits are said to be. I would like to spend some time to see if we can locate this place. I do not wish to explore it. I just wish to find it. It is something that we will want to return to soon enough. In fact, I believe there is an artifact that is of particular interest to you, there, Conglomerate. So, obtain that, that would benefit you greatly. But given a choice between that and the crossbow, I think the crossbow is probably of more immediate use, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, that's probably true.
So, once we have, dealt with all of this, we will go to the Shrine Tanur, find the crossbow. I am thinking that we should at least ensure that Tavros has a divine artifact as well before we go to the steeps.
Ooh,
Probably
yeah.
fly to the Miner Island, find the Sword of Ages, and then perhaps, continue on with the other items.
Although, if there's that dragon queen on the minor island, that might be something we need to look out for and get prepared for as well.
That is certainly true. We'll have to give that some thought. Perhaps we should consult with Judge and Darcy when she's not so busy disapproving of Sebastian's actions.
That sounds good.
Speaking of disapproval, Sebastian is plowing into his meal. So once you finish your, oh yeah, you guys are gonna give me a Constitution save. So Cyclonin gives me a 14. So Cyclonin, as you're drinking, you've had a lot of alcohol, but this is particularly strong, and you find yourself, you actually find yourself starting to slur your words and somewhat inebriated. You gain the poisoned condition.
Wow.
This is what I was looking for.
Conglomerate and Gizzard, you fare much better, and it is strong, but this isn't enough to do much more than give you a buzz.
I don't
That's
know what you're talking
crazy.
about.
This cat is a lightweight.
Mm-hmm.
I think you drank it too slowly.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
I just hope you can fly. Are you safe to fly? Give me your wings.
Oh, we are all safe to fly. It is not complicated. You will fly too, and so will you, Gizzard. I can see your wings from here.
Oh,
Sebastian is like looking at Cyclone, and maybe you shouldn't have any more of that.
give him more.
No, we still gotta fight bandits with them.
Good point.
Another one would be quite nice, but no, you cannot. You do not drink alone. You too. You must have another as well.
Oh no. I think I'm good for now.
Oh, so yes, I am the lightweight, but you do not wish to take your chances.
Yeah, pretty much.
We just know our limits.
Mm.
Oh,
See,
if
that sounds
only
classy.
that were true. Ah, well,
I'll be right back. Hold on.
that was a
No.
good drink. I will have to order that one again on this day.
Mm-hmm.
See, that is the good thing about abandoning the fighter lifestyle. It ruins too much of the alcohol. You, you've got to let it have its influence. If you resist it, you are wasting the drink. You could drink some grape juice instead for all the good it would do you.
That's actually a fair point.
Yeah, he makes a good point.
It's a very good point.
Oh boy.
This is a good day, I can tell. And then you too, Sebastian. I can see your wings. You do not see them now, but I see them.
Okay.
Oh, look at that gizzard and conglomerate. He does not see them. He does not understand.
He doesn't get it.
He thinks I
You're
am a
dumb.
crazy drunk, but he will realize soon enough that I am right.
Um. Maybe I can go home and you can come back tomorrow.
Nonsense. We will go
No.
in, I don't know, an hour sounds good. Yes, an hour is perfect. We shall relax. And then we will go on our journey, and it will be so fast. You do not know how fast you will go, but you will go fast. Faster than you have ever experienced. Are you ready, Sebastian?
No.
You will be. You've got 60 minutes. Yeah, there are 60 minutes in an hour, correct? Not yes,
Something like that.
60 minutes, yes.
I think so. On this planet.
Ah, yes, this is good.
So do you pass an hour?
Yeah.
Kind of work its way out.
All right.
Just
Oh,
eating.
treating it as a short rest.
Fair enough. So you lose the poison condition.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
All right.
That was a good rest. I am in
Mhm.
a good mood now. So. All right. Does anyone need to do anything while we are in town? Sebastian, do you need to check in with anyone first?
How long are we going to be gone?
Let me think here. I need to consult my map. It really depends on how difficult it is to find these bandits.
Let me phrase it differently then. We'll be back by dinner time.
Oh, most certainly. Yes.
Okay,
If
if we're
we.
back by dinner time, then we're fine. I just have to go to the bathroom, and then we can go. He gets up and heads off to go to the bathroom.
Yes, I figure we can get to the Ankus Watchtower in less than an hour. Begin to look around. An hour to get back. Actually, I should ask him what dinner time is. Some people have this crazy idea that dinner should be no later than 3 o'clock. It still sounds like lunchtime to me.
Seriously.
True.
All right, so Sebastian returns. So what do you do?
Okay, so here is the plan, Sebastian. We're going to go to the Ankus Watchtower. We should probably get there in less than an hour, as long as you are as fast on your wings as I expect you to be.
I thought you were a kid. You. Are you ready? Are you still too much? He motions, a drinking motion.
Well, there are no actual wings, but I have got a treat for you. I think you will like this one. It does not involve any large creatures, or huge ones for those who are fans of technicalities.
Okay, I don't know what you mean, but sure.
What I mean is that we should go south outside of the city. Actually, southwest a little. So we are going to go here and up. Oh, I lied. There is going to be a creature, but it is not a beast. This should be a little more recognizable. Actually, no. Do I want to do that? No, I will hold on to that. Make it more of a surprise if this needs to happen. Okay, so everybody gather close because I do have a new ability here.
Oh.
Believe it or not, Sebastian, you are going to fly for the first time. And I do not mean carried by something that flies. You will fly. You will have your wings. Not literally, of course. That was just the alcohol talking. And I am going to cast Wind Wall.
Oh, sweet.
So I'm going to cast it on myself, Gizzard, Conglomerate, Darcy, Tavros, and Sebastian. That
He
should be
just vaporized us.
So let's see. How scared is he? Is he a willing creature? If he gets at least a 10 on this, he's a willing creature. Okay.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So yeah, let's see. What is that? A minute casting time? Is it? Yeah. Okay, now Sebastian. You will notice now that we all are much more cloud-like.
Let's see. Can you actually talk in this form?
We both have telekinesis.
You mean
Or telepathy.
telepathy?
Yeah, sorry, not that. The
How
other
dare
one.
you? How dare you
The
say
other
that?
telepathy.
Yeah, it says cloud form. It doesn't say anything, but yeah, they have no mouths. So I'm assuming people with telepathy can talk, and everybody else is just a cloud.
Well, I can communicate with people in their head.
Yeah,
I
you can
think,
talk,
right?
and so can Cyclonin.
I always thought
I
that I
can't.
could receive. Can I hear their thoughts
No,
back?
you
Let me double
can't
check.
because it's one way. If
Oh,
you're
it's just
regular
one way?
person,
Okay.
this has come up before. Cyclonin's is two-way though.
All right. Well, Sebastian, if you concentrate, you can actually go in any direction now. Watch these. And I just go ahead and start floating up into the air and then just kind of doing some gentle maneuvers around him.
Okay. He kind of stutters around, and you can kind of see him all of a sudden like jumping up and down, and then being all jittery at first, but it smooths out.
All right. Well, we will give you a few minutes to practice, but the thing is that anybody can move such a small distance. But watch this. And I go ahead and just start spiraling around, basically going at full speed. So basically just doing these big circles, probably doing like a 30-foot radius or something like that. But yeah, with a move of 300, yeah, it should be like multiple circles per round. So
Yeah, I'd say after about maybe 10 minutes of trying, eventually he's able to mimic your movements.
So, Sebastian, you seem to be doing well now. So follow me, and you will now move faster than you have ever experienced before. How are the rest of you doing?
You don't
I'm
get
doing
any
good.
responses except for conglomerate. And this
I'm
is when
having
you
fun.
realize that Gizzard has no way of talking.
I am
He'll be
so
fine.
fine. Let us go. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh yeah, that was like 20 minutes. There's the Anchus Watchtower. We'll just go ahead and loop north in the forest. I go ahead and tell Sebastian, or it's jungle, tell everybody to come down to the ground level with me.
Okay,
Okay.
Sebastian follows.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, Sebastian, what you need to do is concentrate like this, and describe what he needs to do. And it's like this will take a minute, but it will turn you back into your normal form. And I'll go ahead and start that process myself.
Okay. So I guess 10 more minutes passes. So by the time you've gotten here with everything in town and all that, it's about noon. And you've finished your 10 minutes of 10 minutes where you can't do anything after you transform, right?
It's 1 minute.
Oh, 1 minute.
1 minute.
Okay. Well, for ease of use, we'll round it up to noon. So by the time you get all situated and normal, it's noon, and Sebastian kind of looks around, looks at you wide-eyed, and he says, for some reason, I wasn't scared when we changed. I'm not sure why. I think I should have been scared.
Well, the beauty of this form is that it is kind of innate at that point. You you cannot just simply fall out of the sky. In fact, if the spell were to end prematurely, it still lets you float slowly to the ground. So there is actually no risk at all, even if, as long as you're not somewhere ridiculous, like floating over a volcano or something, then, you will be fine, even if the spell ends unexpectedly. So, but yes, and the beauty of it too is this ability lasts for 8 hours. We are not done with it. That concentration, if you do it again, you can turn back into that form. Now, as you notice, it takes about a minute, and you cannot do anything while that is happening. So you want to make sure you are somewhere safe when that happens, or at least protected by others. So just keep that in mind if you would decide to panic and try to use that ability to escape. It will not help you there. That is why we are here.
And then Sebastian kind of looks in the direction of the watchtower, and he says, "Didn't you say we're supposed to go to Anchor's watchtower?"
All right. You are correct, and I have. It's been a while since I have been this way, so. But you have now learned how this works. But actually, as long as we are here, let us hike to the tower and see what they've encountered as far as bandits.
Okay. So you arrive at the Katniss watchtower, and there are guards at the gate. So as you approach, they wave at you. Welcome. And they give you directions to the end.
Actually, well, the guards are probably the best ones to speak with about this. We had heard a while back that there were reports of bandits in the area. Is that still an issue that is plaguing the southern part of the island?
Yeah, I've heard of bandits. Not so much up here near Katniss. They seem to mostly be between the Ancus and real watchtowers.
Well, we were on our way that way anyway, so we just thought we would check in here first, just to make sure that there weren't that they hadn't moved their base of operations or anything. In that case, we will make our way to the Ankus Watchtower. I tip
Oh,
my hat.
well, one moment. I've heard strange things about the bandits. This is going to sound completely ridiculous, so I apologize. I'm not sure, I don't think I believe it myself. But somebody mentioned that these bandits have hooves and don't wear clothing, which is strange. It doesn't make any sense, but they're definitely not normal bandits.
Oh,
They, you said hooves, and what was the other thing?
They don't wear clothing, or at least not much.
That is unusual, but it would not surprise me if, if these bandits learned a trick or two to scare people.
I suppose.
I've seen many crazy things, and I'm sure you have as well.
Of course. Just be careful.
No, I cannot promise that, but see how it goes. Alright, I tip my hat to you. Anyway, so go ahead and kind of pass through the Targa. Yeah, and then go into the jungle.
Okay.
Alright. Well, that was interesting to know. It sounds like we are probably dealing with goatlings.
yeah.
Not quite the threat I was expecting, but I still believe that is something that is within Sebastian's capability to deal with.
You think so? All right.
We are here to help him.
That's true.
Let us all change back into gaseous form and make our way.
Okay.
I
Okay, so yeah, go ahead and take that form.
Okay. Stupid dogs. I'll be right back.
How much hard? We haven't fought goatlings in a while.
has been a
they were
minute, huh?
hit at level 5.
Yeah, we fought them at level 5, and they were not too terrible even then. It was only when we got surrounded by a bunch of them, right?
I think so.
I don't know. I'm scared for Sebastian. I don't think he's strong enough to fight anything other than like another person. And even then,
We can weed down the targets.
yeah, that's not a bad idea.
All right. So go ahead.
Good luck,
Alright,
guys.
so back in gaseous form. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Land in the jungle here and then walk to the Ankus Watchtower.
So how much time is that?
That was a 1 hour.
All right. All right. So you land. It's about 1 o'clock, and you arrive at the watchtower.
So yeah, we'll change back into normal form in the forest, take our avatar forms, and walk on in.
All right. So you can see guards there as well, and they wave as you come by. So what do you do?
Hello, we are in the area looking into the issue with bandits that were reported.
Oh yes. If you travel down the road, at some point you will. Well, actually, this might help you out. Recently, they hit a wagon, and we were unable to track the culprits. We're getting ready to send more experts out who might be able to do that. But perhaps if you have any skilled trackers among you, you might have better luck. So if you just follow the road, eventually you'll come to the wreckage of the wagon.
We will we'll go that way and see what we can find. We do have a tracker in our midst. Sebastian of the Praxilus family, right?
Yeah.
Sebastian of the Praxilus family does know how to put together a good team.
Uh, Sebastian says that yes, of course. They're handpicked.
He's good at that. And by that I mean claiming glory when it's not his. Let's do it.
All right, we'll go ahead and follow the road.
Okay. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So after about oops, sorry, I moved it too far. So after about 2 hours, no, yeah, that's right, 2 hours. You come across the wagon. So let me go ahead and take you to a map. Let's see. You pick a road here. I guess this will work. Don't know why it's so far zoomed out. Sorry about that. Let me go ahead and actually let me go ahead and position everybody properly here. So sorry about that. So we'll have conglomerate. We'll have gizzard. We'll have cyclonin. And we'll have Sebastian, wherever he is. There he is. Yeah, I think that's everybody. And then, so basically, you don't really. I didn't make a graphic for it, but there basically is a broken wagon over here where you see the blood. You see the blood on the flower.
Yeah.
Yeah, so over there is a broken wagon. You can see that there's broken wheels, there's blood around the wagon, and so forth. So, what do you do?
Go ahead and walk over and inspect the stuff.
All right. So, as you walk over, you notice, due to your passive perception, that there are figures up above you. Let me go ahead and put them down real quick. Doo-doo-doo. So, you notice some in the bushes. There are a couple of figures that seem to be hiding, or at least they think they're hiding.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't. They noticed you, but they don't necessarily know that you noticed them yet because you haven't done anything. So they are staring down at you through the leaves.
Mm-hmm. Actually, as soon as Sebastian gets in range of my uh, telepathic ability, I'm gonna tell him, "Do not approach any closer. They are attempting to ambush us."
I have one other question first, though. When you were walking along the road, you were in your avatar forms, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're still in your avatar forms. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were in human form.
That's what I meant by avatar forms. That's your human
Oh.
form,
Oh
right?
yeah,
But
yeah,
the
yeah.
idea of Sebastian and Gizzard should be about at least 30 feet behind us because I don't want them to get too close and risk triggering this ambush. I figure they're going to wait until we're right where they expect us.
So where do you tell Sebastian to go then?
No, basically, as he's walking up, as soon as he gets in range of my telepathy, I'm going to tell him not to approach anymore and just look at the ground and check for traps or any tracks.
So something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. That's feature. Come on. Where the hell is it?
And then let's see. So Sebastian will actually do what you ask and start looking for tracks. Oops, he does not have expertise.
Yeah. So, telepathically to everybody, I will say that I see four goatlings three regular goatlings and one of their mystics. Uh, One goatling is farther down the path on the rise to the north, and then there are three directly north of me on this tall hill. Is any actually? Could I tell what kind of weapons they had? I'm assuming they probably have things like bows or crossbows.
Yeah, let me check. So the goatlings have slings, and the mystic also has a sling, although you suspect that might not be what he uses.
Hmm. All right. Well, I do think we want the mystic dealt with first. Let's see.
And you notice that Sebastian's looking around for tracks, but you know enough about, or certainly Conglomerate knows enough about survival to know that Sebastian doesn't have a clue what he's doing. He's got a -1 in
Gotcha.
survival.
Oh, good.
Hmm. I do have an idea, given where they are. Um, I am thinking about using an elemental form to sneak up on them. That will help prevent them from running, and that might force them down here. Um,
Actually, you guys go ahead and make your plans. I'm going to be right back. I realize the dogs probably are hungry, so I'm going to feed them real quick.
Sure.
Sounds good.
but yes, actually, what?
So, did you think you're going to be able to pull this off without Sebastian getting AoE'd?
Yeah, he'll be fine.
Okay.
There's only three of them, and
As long as we kill the mystic first, like if one of us snipes them, and we can just like kind of force them, like Dave said, we can force them to come down here and
Okay.
face us closer.
so
Cool.
yeah, my
Cool.
thinking is I can turn into an earth elemental and basically come right underneath and basically just punch the crap out of that mystic.
Seems like it almost a little bit overkill for a mystic, but I like it. It
And
might
Can
then
scare the others into running down here.
yeah, because then
can
I
you
can go ahead.
pull the mystic into the ground? Because if you pull him into the ground, you can't see, and a lot of spells are target you can see, just in
That's an
case he pops
interesting
off
thought
with
too.
something.
Yeah, that'd probably require a DM ruling there, but I figured if I can just kill the guy outright,
Yeah.
um, and then what I could do then is move just north of them and then come up out of the ground so that they can't run that direction, so they have to kind of like go down the hill. Um, yeah, it sounds like that'll be fun. What spells do I have prepared? Alternately, okay, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hedge my
Uh-huh.
bets here.
What do you what do you do?
So just for good measure, first I'm going to go ahead and cast Call Lightning just so that I have the spell running, and then I'm going to do the elemental thing. Um, and then that way,
You gonna lightning him?
no, not necessarily, but it's the idea being is if they try to do anything too annoyingly tricky, then I have the ability to blast them. Let's see.
Sure. Just because he's annoyingly far away, I'll probably take out this one, just to get him gone.
Yeah, because based on the size of the map, I could do a storm cloud that'll basically cover this whole map.
Jeez.
Mhm.
Well, that's fun.
Although we have to have Sebastian fight at least one or two of them. So how
Yeah,
we?
the lightning is just in case something goes, there's any complications. This will let me pretty much strike anywhere. Um,
Sure.
All right,
If
so what do you guys?
Sebastian starts to do bad too, Gizzard, if you could like hold one of them in place so that he thinks he's doing better than he is, that might be
Yeah,
nice.
will do.
all right.
All right, so what are you guys gonna do?
All right, give me a moment. I need to use the bathroom. Are there any like over in this area here? Are there any like really big heavy plants where I would be out of view? For
Uh,
goat?
these are more ferns. This one might be a big plant. Let's see. One of these big leafy ones, like here, might be work.
Mhm. Um, Wait, you said this one
Yeah,
would work?
I think so.
All right. Yeah, I guess the thing that sucks is okay, yeah, we'll try this. Um, all right, they need to use the bathroom. And then be ready just in case they attack prematurely.
So go ahead and stop right here. Or yeah, go ahead and stop right there. And I'm gonna
Mhm.
have everybody do is roll initiative.
While Dave's in the bathroom, can I jump back over to me for the first day of being in the library real quick? It was
I'm
one of
not
those
literally
daily
in the
intention.
bathroom. That was
It was a
Cyclone
fake.
Oh,
and
oh, he's fake. Oh, never mind then.
Yeah, you unfortunately, sorry to say, but I think you finished your first day. Unless there was
D-
something else you
d-
needed, but we can
yeah, there
jump
was.
back and do that real quick. What else did you need?
Okay. A spell component. I was gonna ask if they could help me make a spell component that I wanted to pay for.
Sure.
Um, what kind of spell component?
For one of my new spells, it requires a 1,500 gold spell component that I'm willing to pay him for, but it's a miniature figurine or statuette of me is the spell component. And so, since it's not my avatar form, it's me in my god form. These are the only people that know what my
Oh, I
god
see
form
what you're
looks
saying.
like, and
Yeah, they're willing to
so
help
I was
you,
wondering.
but it won't be ready until the end of tomorrow.
Not a problem as long
But it
as I
will
get it
cost
started. I
you
figured there'd be a.
the regular amount plus 50 mithna basically for work. For because it's all custom and everything.
Not a problem. It's just I wanted to get that started on day one. That way it'll be ready on day two when I leave.
Okay, fair enough.
Cool. All right. Thank you. That's all.
Everybody. Actually, I guess you guys have all done that, so I can just do this. Oh, Gizzard, you still have to roll initiative.
Oh, sorry. Blammo.
All right. So what we'll go ahead and do then is, as you judge, you want to see the battlefield. Field. Here, let me put your token in here so you can see what's happening, even though you can't interact. There you go. Can you see, Judge?
Yeah, I can. Thank you.
All right. Yeah. Just so you're not sitting there bored. Sorry. All right.
Oh no, not a problem.
So the first goatling is kind of, has been kind of been hiding in the bushes, watching. He notices that Cyclonin seems to be kind of heading this direction where the wagon and the blood and everything is, um, and for some reason that really bothers him. And so he he kind of steps out, and you can see him holding up his sling, uh, and he says, "Go away! You go away now! Go away!" And then he holds his action. All right, so that'll be his turn. So basically, his action is the trigger is somebody gets closer to the wagon. He's going to attack that person with the sling. So conglomerate, what are you going to do?
Uh, Cyclonin, what's the play?
let us wait and see if they do anything.
Okay.
Hold position for the moment. Be ready to shoot if any of them do anything hostile.
Will
Actually,
do.
shoot
Okay.
ballistic if anyone does anything hostile.
Sounds good. I'll hold my action, which will be to shoot at a goat thing if they shoot at us.
Okay.
Same here.
Okay, another goatling steps forward. You,
What is
all of
cooking?
you, I don't like you. You're too close. Go away. All of you go away. I will I'll give you. Well, never mind. Just go away. And he holds an action. All right, Gizzard, what are you gonna do?
So we're holding? That's the plan?
That's what I was told.
Yeah, all
I
right.
am-
I'm gonna hold my
I am-
action then.
Yeah, I am ready to attack. Attack the mystic as soon as conflict starts.
So, Gizzard, what's your trigger?
Well, as soon as they present as hostile, I will shoot an Eldritch Blast at them.
Okay.
Basically.
Go ahead and hit enter then.
Yeah.
All right, Cycloner, they told you to go away. What are you gonna do?
Well,
Obviously,
I've got
it's
no
going away.
choice but to comply, so I'll start walking this way. Triggering feline agility so I can move more hastily.
Okay.
And then I am set. And as I approach Sebastian, get ready. The fight is about to start. And then I go ahead and wild shape into an earth elemental, merge right into the hill, and I'm under them so they don't see any of this. But
Okay, I'm gonna make a quick roll for Sebastian.
Yep.
What would that be? I guess intelligence is fine. Normal. Okay. You notice that, well, you quickly notice a weird look on Sebastian's face as you turn into an elemental, but then you lose sight of him as you go into the hill.
all right, I have to stay back here. I'm gonna get directly below the Goatling Mystic, and from underground, I'm gonna punch up at him twice.
All right. I guess you're attacking from hiding, so go ahead and take advantage.
Yay!
Or at least for the first hit. I don't know if the second one. Actually, is it multi-attack?
It'd be kind of like greater. It's multi-attack.
Okay,
so
so yeah, advantage on both of them then.
yeah, and I mean, he still wouldn't be able to see me even afterwards. It'd probably act a lot like greater invisibility in that regard.
Okay, go for it.
All right, so let's see. So I'll go ahead and roll the first slam.
That's a hit. I gotta deal with the dog. Be right back.
Boom.
Kablam.
21 points into that Goatling Mystic. I find out how many hit points these guys really have.
Not that
He's
much.
outta here. Yeah. That is also my assumption.
Probably what? Like, I think they probably have 20, 30.
Yeah, we'll find out in a moment. Did 21 points of damage.
All right. So yeah, definitely smashes into him, but he's still alive.
Oh,
All right. Gonna go ahead and do the other attack as well.
And you hit.
more health than I thought.
And you knock him around for another 15 points of damage. But he's still alive. He's now bloodied.
All right, I'm gonna move a little further and then come up right next to these two, and that'll be the end of my turn.
All right. Sebastian screams like a little girl. And what was that? And he runs and he stares at the cliff.
What? No.
The mystic.
Oh, actually, hold on. I did tell Gizzard to attack as soon as conflict started, and I did.
Oh,
start.
true.
Sure, that's fine. Go ahead. Who are you attacking?
The Mystic.
I got that mystic, yeah.
Eldritch Blast. Eldritch Blast. I don't know why I clicked it twice. Oh.
You should have. You have two, right?
Yeah, but I didn't have to do that.
Oh, true. Oh.
Oh, wait. That's for one of them. Sorry. And then this is the last one. Because doubled, right?
What? Okay.
What?
Oh, wait, what is happening? Why does
What
someone
are
have
you
so many
doing?
pluses?
I'm confused.
I did 3 attacks, right? Because Eldritch Blast is a crit.
No,
And
you have 2 attacks.
Is it 2 blasts or 3?
It's 2 blasts, but because it's a crit, doesn't it do double damage?
Yeah, but then
Yes.
you rolled an attack
But
roll.
it is not double damage. It doubled the dice, but the
Oh.
bonuses aren't.
Oh, I don't know why I rolled an attack roll. Sorry.
But if you're level 11, doesn't Eldritch Blast actually go up by that point?
Oh, I'm level 11 now. You make a great point. So yes, it is 3 actually.
Okay, so what we'll do is,
Jesus.
but the 11 missed, but that's fair. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll add 6 to the 7 because it doesn't double the bonuses. So
Okay.
so that's 13 for the first one. You got to roll the second one now. The damage for the second blast that also hit.
Okay. Wait.
So
What?
these
All
the 2
right.
damage rolls you have we're counting toward crit, and now you need a damage roll.
There we go.
Not an
Didn't
attack
Stop
roll.
rolling
Damage
the
roll.
attack rolls.
I don't know why that was. I don't know why that happened.
There you go.
There
All right,
it
so
is.
another 13. All right.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
Look at what you did to the chat.
The
yeah, I ruined it. I
the
ruined
mystic
it.
is bleeding. He's near death, but he's still alive.
That's really funny.
Who else is holding an action? You were.
I was holding an action, but to be fair, mine was when they shoot at me, I will shoot at them.
Okay, fair enough. So the mystic will go. So Cyclonin, you came up out of the ground, right?
Yeah, so they can see me.
All right. So the mystic is going to try his master mockery on you. He unleashes a string of creative insults at a group of targets, and the other goatlings nearby join in using their reactions. For every goatling that joins, the DC increases by +1, so that would be 4 goatlings. Oh, sorry, 3 goatlings, so +3. So you must succeed a DC 17 Wisdom saving throw, or you're going to fly into a rage. So go ahead and make it.
And or rage. This sounds like something they may not have carefully considered. But
Fair
let's see
enough,
what-
but go ahead and make a DC 17 Wisdom save.
Please don't go crazy. Okay.
You make it. So nothing else happens. All right. And then he uses his movement to get on the other side of you to give his buddy advantage. His buddy takes advantage and attacks. So he does have a sling, but he's not going to use it. Instead, he is going to bite.
Real smart.
His teeth crunch down on your earth elemental surface, doing nothing. All right, Conglomerate, your reaction, so your held action is now gone. It's your turn again. So what are you gonna do?
Okay. Let's see. I have a move of 35. That goatling looks good, and I have a climb speed. Okay, Sebastian, we're gonna go up.
And I realized one of the goatlings wasn't
Uppies.
added, so I'm gonna do that now.
I am going to run like this, and when I'm
Okay.
next to Sebastian here, I'm gonna grab him, and I'm gonna try and carry him up the wall to here.
All right. So go ahead and give me a grapple check because he's freaking out, so he's gonna resist.
He's freaking out. Okay, what does a grapple check look like?
Athletics. It's a contested check.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You
no.
win easily. So you grab him as he's like, "What the heck is going on?" And you pull him right up with you.
Can I put him? Can I put him here?
Where?
Right here.
Sure.
Okay, Sebastian, fight him. Go.
He looks at you with bewilderment.
His turn.
All right. The goatling next to Sebastian is going to bite Sebastian.
Let Sebastian fight him.
It's going to bite him. Yep. With a 3, though,
Dodge.
Sebastian actually dodges.
Good dodge. Now stab him.
Woo!
All right, Gizzard. You see that conglomerates drag Sebastian up the hill. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna step a little bit. I'm gonna shoot this guy real quick. I'm gonna finish him off.
All right.
And Eldritch Blast. 'Cause why not? Hey. Attack. Attack. Do those hit?
The first one misses, second one hits, but you got a third one.
And then a third one, which misses.
Yes, the only one hits.
Sad day.
These are crazy rules.
So
These
5
are indeed
damage.
crazy rolls.
He it hurts him, and he screams, but he's still alive.
All right, it's my turn.
All right, Cyclonin, you are flanked by goatlings. One of them is almost dead. What are you gonna do?
I do not like being flanked. And I just go ahead and punch that goatling mystic.
Okay.
Let's see. Features. Okay, I slam him.
You hit.
Goodbye.
Indeed. You slam him into a puddle.
All right. Let's see. We've got the other two here. What do I want to do here? I'm just gonna move over here and basically just kind of block this goatling's retreat, and I think that's...
All right. So, Conglomerate, you haven't actually attacked or cast a spell yet, have you?
Me? No.
Gizzard has, but Gizzard, Sebastian's not really looking that way. So he's just going to attack the goatling. He's kind of screaming. He's like, ah, as he swings his sword.
Oh, actually, from last turn, could I have spent my action to give him assistance? Like advantage?
Sure. So you're going to basically do a feint or something to distract the goatling?
Yeah, I'm not shooting anybody, but I'm just trying to, like, assist Sebastian on being like, now when he's open, hit here. Just kind of like helping out. Whoa!
All right. Oh, there you go.
He did it.
Wow.
He's
So
a pro.
Sebastian stabs him for 11 points of damage. And
He hit harder than I did.
that's his only attack, yeah. So it's like, ah, as he stabs him through.
Great job.
All right, so the beginning of round 3, the goatling on the hill finally gets his act together, and he steps forward, and he is going to shoot his sling at Gizzard.
Well, that's not nice.
With an 18, I think that's actually a hit. Gizzard, yeah, that's a hit.
Hey.
I don't think you'll be that hurt by a
it hits
rock.
you on the side of the head for
Ow.
5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Side of the head. How rude.
And he's screaming, "Go away!"
No.
All right, so the goatling here, I'm gonna go ahead and have him, since his oh no, he's enraged. He's not running. He is attacking. So he's going to attempt to bite Cyclonin viciously, and he gets a crit.
Whoa.
And bites Cyclonin for 18 points of piercing damage as he actually bites chunks out of the elemental form.
18.
Half of that.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because I got resistance to that damage. So I need to add 9 back in. 117.
All right. And so, Conglomerate, you are still in your avatar form, although at this point Cyclonen would have changed. Well, he's an elemental anyway. And Gizzard's changed. Sebastian is fighting the Goatling. What are you going to do?
I bet the gizzard can handle the other goat, so I'm gonna keep giving Sebastian assistance and maybe kind of taunting the goatling, so he has to think about who to hit.
Okay, so you're going to use
Who'd
the
I
help
hit?
action. And
Yep.
go ahead and give me I guess, a taunt. So probably intimidation.
Oh, I'm not very intimidating in human form, but I'll do my best.
Sure. Just make a check. See what happens. So that's a 14. He's Sebastian looks a little bit more tasty. A little bit
Sure.
easier to kill. Uh,
Sure.
but you do give Sebastian the help action. So go ahead and hit enter and ready.
He's got this.
So
He's a pro.
The goatling is going to attempt to bite Sebastian. He
Ah,
succeeds.
how much health does Sebastian have?
Sebastian takes 10 points of damage and is now bloodied. So he's a little bit less than half health.
Okay. I'll handle it, guys. Don't worry about it.
All
I've
right,
got
Gizzard.
cure wounds.
You can see that Sebastian is bloodied. Conglomerate's still in avatar form. And you were hit in the side of the head. So what are you going to do?
Let's see. Who hit me? Who was it?
Definitely came from this direction.
You're getting blasted. Bam. 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 In fact, I'm gonna make an example of him. I'm twin casting this Eldritch Blast.
What? That's so goofy.
Bam.
All right, so you got a hit
So-
and a crit.
Hold on, I'm twin casting it, so I get 3 more, I think.
All right, go ahead.
Bam.
Why would you twin cast an
Bam.
Eldritch Blast? That's so disgusting.
He hit me in the head, bro.
That's fair.
How rude.
Exactly.
All right, so the
So-
23, the crit, the 26, and the 20 hit. So the 13 and
4?
the 11 missed.
So 4?
Yeah, but one of those is a crit.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. That's why I was so confused before. Ignore me. Ignore me. 18.
All right, so that's 20, 30 so far.
Okay.
43.
50.
51. He's paced.
You
Yeah.
got him.
It's
You got him,
just
bro.
like a rapid fire Eldritch Blast, and eventually your Eldritch Blast start going right through where he was.
That's what you get.
All right, Cyclonen. You saw the paste, shower of bloody paste. What are you going to do?
I am going to grapple this goatling right in front of me.
Okay. Go ahead and make your athletics check, unless you think something special for that.
No.
You succeed.
All right. I'll just go ahead and hold him here. It's like, just watch the show, goatling.
And he bleeds at you.
He bleeds at you.
Wah.
All right, Sebastian, you see him breathing hard. He's bleeding. He's hurt. And he stabs at the goatling.
Come on, bud. I gave him the help action, remember?
Okay. And despite having the help action, the goatling, just barely, but the goatling dodges. All right, the goatling that you're holding, he is, he can still attack when he's grappled. So he's gonna try to get his head around and bite you.
How's that attack?
Nope. He's having trouble getting his head around the way you're holding him. Can't quite get to you. All right, Conglomerate. Sebastian is starting to get desperate. What are you gonna do?
Okay, Sebastian, don't freak out now. Gotta stay calm.
As you cast Cure Wounds, your avatar form dissolves and you turn back into a bug.
Yep.
Go ahead and roll your healing. And as he kind of senses this change, Sebastian notices. So I'm going to make a roll for him too. Let's
Hey,
see.
buddy.
Probably a wisdom, actually. A wisdom.
Guys, Sebastian kind of bad at this.
Sebastian screams as you heal him for 6 points. You can tell that Sebastian is getting ready to run.
Oh.
You can grapple him.
I
I
think he,
don't want to do that. He's gonna get stabbed to death by this goatling. You hold on to that one, all right?
And he
I'll kill
already
this one. And we'll make him fight on the street.
and he already spent his action anyway. All right. So your action is gone. You still have movement, bonus action, etc. So what else are you gonna do, if anything?
Okay, well, if he's looking at me and screaming, then I'm not sure there's much I can do. I don't have anything that'll
No
be
bonus
amazing.
action type of things or reaction.
I mean, I have bonus action things. They're just not worth it. And if I used, yeah, no,
Okay.
it'll be fine.
All right, the goatling, seeing Sebastian screaming and off foot, is going to attempt to bite him once again.
Sebastian, don't die.
Sebastian, despite freaking out a bit, does manage to dodge. All right, Gizzard, you hear Sebastian screaming his lungs out as Conglomerate turns back into a bug. The goatling is still trying to kill Sebastian, and Cyclonin is holding the other goatling. What are you gonna do?
I'll just throw some Eldritch Blast at the goatling next to Sebastian so he doesn't die.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
It dodges the first one. It
And
dodges
a
the second one.
second.
But the third
All
one
right.
hits.
I guess that's okay.
It'll be
Pay attention to
fine.
me.
You
Oh,
want
whoops.
a damage roll.
I don't know why I keep doing that.
It's okay. All right, 6 points of damage.
No.
Definitely hurts him,
Well,
but he's still staring at Sebastian.
save our man.
All right, Cyclonin, you can hear Sebastian
Sweetheart
screaming. What are you gonna
Sebastian.
do?
All right. Let's see.
You're still grappling the goatling.
I'm gonna walk forward 5 feet, so go ahead and move that goatling forward 5 feet as well.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna do this slightly differently. So I'm gonna leave that goatling where he is. I'm gonna go ahead and move here. Technically, as the elemental, I'd be 2x2, which actually no, I should just be using that form. Let me bring that over. Let's see, Earth Elemental. Boom.
Can we give Sebastian a flank?
Exactly. Oh, I can't see with.
Let me see. Vision has vision.
Well, that's weird. Yeah,
Can you
there
see
it is.
now?
Yeah. So basically, I'm here, and so with advantage, I'm gonna go ahead and punch this goatling once.
This one here.
Yeah, the one that's a menacing Sebastian, just to soften it up.
Okay.
Um,
Then you pace to fight by accident.
Actually, no, I take that back. Instead of doing that, I'm going to use an action to shove him to the ground.
Okay, so let's see. What is
That works much like the grapple, and if he fails, he'll be prone.
Oh, okay, fair enough. So we'll just go ahead and do your athletics then. Oh boy. Yeah, there you go. So you
Alright.
knock him to the ground. Prone. There you go. Okay.
Sebastian, he is vulnerable to you now. Attack him. Yep.
Alright, so Sebastian is screaming as a monster has appeared right next to him. The monster healed him, but Sebastian probably doesn't realize that with the 6 he rolled before. So Sebastian is just going to run to the north.
No, that's the wrong way.
I grab. I
You can't. I'll get him.
yeah. I don't have a free hand there, so I can't do
He
anything.
stops where the cliff
If
is.
you have a
Go ahead.
if if you have a reaction, could you try and use your attack of opportunity to just grab him before he gets that far
Oh yeah,
away?
that's right. I shoved that one to the ground. I'm not actually grappling him. So yeah, I still have a free hand.
I
So
do too, actually. I have a reaction as
Yeah,
well.
when he gets to
yeah, I
about
was thinking
here, I'd be able to
conglomerate.
try to grapple him.
Well,
I can just grab him.
if if Conglomerate wants to try first, go ahead and give him his chance.
Yeah.
So you can spend your reaction. Go ahead and do grapple. So that's athletics,
Yeah.
and we'll do his athletics and see how it happens.
Okay, Sebastian, no. You have to fight him.
So now the bug monster is grappling him. His mandibles are opening and closing, and sounds coming out. But it looks a lot like you're getting ready to bite him. I'm gonna go ahead and make a roll for him, just in case he recognizes your voice,
Well, I should be, yeah.
because you have the same voice, even if you look different.
Mhm.
Intelligence. Come on, brain. Uh, actually, hearing your voice, he actually calms down a bit, and so that was his movement, and so he's grappled, and then he looks confused, but he tries to stab the goatling.
Yes, very good.
And he's got advantage on that because the thing's on the
Yes, he
ground.
does. Hey,
He
that one got
successfully
through.
stabs it for 10 points of damage.
Nice work.
Okay, so Sebastian is technically grappled, so let me do that. Where is it? There it is. And you do actually have somebody grappled, Cyclonin, because don't you have the goatling grappled? Or do you let him go?
No, you only need one free hand to grapple. So I had him grapple with one hand, and then the idea. Yeah, so in theory, I could still try and grab with somebody else. It just would have required a different attack.
Okay, fair enough. Well, in that case, he is going to attempt to bite your arm. I mean, he could try to just break out, but no, he's going to try to bite. The 21, though, it actually hits. So you take 6 points of damage because you take half, right?
Yeah.
So 6 points of piercing damage as he starts literally eating your arm.
Well, I guess these guys need to grind down their teeth, huh?
I guess so. All right, Conglomerate. Sebastian just attacked the goatling. You currently have him grappled. So what are you going to do?
I'm gonna let go of him and I'm gonna say, don't run now. Keep fighting him. You got this.
All right, so I think letting go doesn't take an action, so you can still act. So what are you going to do?
Cyclonin, do we still want that other one?
It would be good for a little experience here. So feel free to soften it up, but allow Sebastian to do the honors.
I don't think I have an angle on it actually. So I'll just stand here and keep critiquing Sebastian.
This one's
encouraging him.
prone, so you can just shoot right over it and hit him.
Oh, that's right. I forgot he was prone. Yeah, let me put let's do one shot. Just a normal shot.
Yeah, you hit.
Okay, just regular normal damage.
All right, 13 damage. He screams as the bolt hits him. He's not quite bloodied.
Should I get him bloodied? What do you think?
Bloody him.
Sure.
All right. Okay, nice and easy, like.
Hit.
Okay.
14 damage. So he
A little bit.
screams even more, and now he is definitely bloodied.
That's more than I wanted to do, but whatever. It'll be fine.
See what happens when you try to bite me.
So this goatling was just shoved, so he uses half his movement to get back up. And now that he's up, he is going to take the disengage action and use the rest of his movement to jump down the hill. So how much movement does he have left? 15 feet. So what is that? 3 squares. So 1, 2. It kind of slides down the hill, and that'll be his turn. Oh wait, that was because he took the disengage. All right, Gizzard. So the goatling that's hurt is slid down the hill, is obviously intending to run. What are you gonna do?
Are we killing them?
Let us give Sebastian as much opportunity to succeed as possible.
All right.
If you must do something, you can try to.
I'm just gonna hold them in place.
That will work.
Snakes of Parika.
That's so horrible.
All right, he's gonna try it. He fails, so this makes him paralyzed, right?
Yes, it does.
Alrighty. All right, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
All right, Cyclonin. The goatling is paralyzed at the bottom. The other goatling you're still holding. So what are you gonna do?
I'm going to go ahead and reach down and pick up that goatling and put him right back in front of Sebastian.
That's so. This feels honestly kind of evil.
This is horrible.
All right, well Sebastian has advantage because he's paralyzed.
Yeah, I think that's the incapacitation, so he should get like a critical hit too.
Oh God.
All right.
Yep, it's going to be a critical hit if he hits.
So with a 14, Sebastian runs it through and kills it.
Good job. Next one.
Sebastian's still screaming, by the way. All right, so the goatling attached to you, he's actually going to grow brain and attempt to make a strength check to, all right, I guess an athletics check to try to break 3. With a 10, he fails based on your previous roll, so he's still there. And he spends his action to scream obscenities at you. All right, so Sebastian killed the goatling. He's screaming as he skewered the goatling. He when he sees you in the corner of his eye, he screams more. What are you gonna do?
I guess I'll just like cheer from behind him over here. And I'll just watch him.
All right,
And just say encouraging things.
go ahead and give me a persuasion or performance check.
They're the same. So we're gonna do persuasion. Hey, I'm pretty persuasive.
Actually, it seems to calm him down. He stops screaming. All right, Gizzard, what are you gonna do?
I shall. Well, I don't know what. So, are we letting him kill the last one too?
Yeah, don't do anything.
So y'all got it handled? Okay, I'm passing.
You wouldn't happen to have enlarged handy, would you?
Oh, I do
No,
actually.
no, don't make him big.
Well, Sebastian would probably like to grow a little.
All right, will do. And as I do that, oh, whoops, I'm not twinning it. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to click this. A
What?
unicorn appears.
Okay, well, we'll deal with that in a moment. Enlarge.
Why did you summon a unicorn?
If the creature
I-
is unwilling, it makes a Constitution saving throw. So Sebastian's definitely not willing. He fails though, so he grows a size larger. Correct.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
He is now screaming again, by the way, as he looks down at
Uh,
himself. All right, Gizzard, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah. Chillax. Also, does he see the unicorn?
I think he's too distracted at the moment.
Oh, okay.
does he see the unicorn?
All
It might
right.
make him happy.
All right, Cyclonin, what do you do? Sebastian is large and screaming.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and pivot this goatling around, and it's like, Sebastian, here is the last one. And then I'm gonna go ahead and force it to the ground. And
No, come on, let it at least fight. Feels like we're sacrificing them. Yeah, that's so terrible. You're just stabbing things on the ground.
Okay, I go to force it on the ground. Like, okay, I will hold it up because it can still fight back at him.
Yeah.
These are the things that are preying upon your people.
Praying.
No mercy. So I just hold it there, and that's my turn.
All right, so with enlarge, turning on his advantage on strength checks and blah blah blah. Gross
He does have
damage.
advantage on my attack because I'm flanking.
An extra D4 extra damage. Okay, that's what I was looking for. All right, so attacking with advantage. He's unfortunately freaking out a bit, and he's large, and he just stabs the air, kind of close to the goatling, and totally misses. The goatling, also screaming now, is probably going to try to stab Sebastian. Or, sorry, bite Sebastian. He does not have advantage. And he does manage to bite Sebastian, though, because Sebastian has an AC of 13. And he bites him for 10 points of damage. Sebastian, despite his now large size, is bleeding and drops to one knee.
I thought I healed him already.
You did.
Ugh, he has such little hit points. Okay, stick in there, buddy. You got it. Come on.
Okay, you heal him for 10 points.
Yep. Come on, bud. You got it.
Which means
Kill him.
he's almost full again.
Yes, that's terrible.
He has 19 hit points when he's at full. All right, Gizzard, what are you going to do?
I don't know if there's much I can do.
Nah, just kind of watch him and be sad.
I'm a cheer for him.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and give
Sebastian.
me a persuasion or a performance check.
Okay.
Do a performance. I want you to lead like a cheer for him.
Sounds good. Let's go, Sebastian.
Surprisingly,
clap.
it works. Sebastian looks at you, but despite being a lizard, there's something. He's not scared of you, and he calms down a bit.
Aww.
All right.
It's that winning
Sebastian.
smile.
Yeah, I have such a nice smile.
Yeah, I mean, it's not just that you have pearly whites, but there's like 80 of them.
Exactly.
All right, Cyclonin, what are you going to do?
Everyone knows less than 60 teeth. You don't want that.
Exactly. It's just not enough. It's like baby teeth.
I only have 2.
Well, yours different.
Sebastian, avenge your people for the crimes of these creatures. And I'll just keep holding it there.
I'm a little scared.
Avenge.
And Sebastian is obviously confused, stabs at the goatling with advantage,
Oh my god.
and he somehow misses. He just stabs the air. The goatling has an AC of 17. No, 15.
Yeah.
15.
Just let him keep trying.
And then the goatling screams as he attempts to bite Sebastian, thinking that somehow by killing Sebastian, it'll help his situation. And he hits.
Please don't.
What a fever dream for this man.
Doing 10 points of damage as Sebastian is suddenly bleeding and on one knee again.
This poor guy.
Yeah, this
Alright,
is pretty
Conglomerate.
terrible. Come on,
He's never
Sebastian.
want to do anything with this ever again.
Come on, Sebastian. You got it.
You heal him for 4 points of damage. Sebastian is still bloodied.
My man is in agony.
He's
Okay,
screaming
well-
again.
Can you heal him?
Me? No.
This is so pointless. He sucks. He's terrible. He's worse than I could have ever thought.
All right, Gizzard. What are you gonna do?
Let's go, Sebastian.
This is
Clap,
such
clap, clap.
a fever dream.
Go ahead and give me another
Wait,
performance.
I could make the goatling like fall asleep or some shit.
Dude, honestly, just kill it. This
Wait,
is so
can I
pointless.
wait, hold on. I'm just gonna he's getting paralyzed, all right? We're paralyzing it.
That works.
No,
That's just
because
what's
that
happening.
just makes it feel like an execution. That
This
just
is
makes
what it
feel
is. It's what it
bad.
is, and we have to come to terms with that. Goodbye.
He is
Goodbye, goatling.
paralyzed.
This is just bad.
Goodbye.
This feels bad.
All right,
You did good.
Ready.
Your purpose has been served.
All right, he's paralyzed. You don't even need to grapple him anymore. So what are you gonna do?
Sebastian, you got this.
Dude, wait, the other one he killed was paralyzed too. Has he actually killed anything?
No.
Okay.
Well, I was in all fairness expecting humans, so.
This is so bad.
God, this is a time.
I never thought that this just feels morally wrong too. We just found these poor things on the side of the road and we're just making Sebastian stab them.
Like, all right, go get it, Sebastian.
Well, they didn't.
They did
So
do. They're
bad.
bad. They're bad. I think we broke Dave.
Dave was having a time.
It was that drink from Sapasis. I mean, Katniss.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna.
Wait until Darcy finds out what you've done to her project.
Oh my God.
Oh,
We traumatized him. We actually traumatized him.
he only has a wisdom of 8 or 9. You probably dropped that. His wisdom's now 7.
I just thought he would be able to do more than this. Oh man.
You guys are so
All right,
cool.
Cyclonin, what are you doing?
I'm so glad that I'm not here.
There's no way. There's no
Darcy's
way.
looking
There's
at
no
me.
way. There's no way.
And
Your
give me
weekend
a,
at Bernie's and
performance
the
check.
Coat Man.
No, actually, a deception check. Go ahead and give me a deception check.
God.
This is wrong. This is wrong.
We're going to hell.
Oh
Boy,
my!
does it not fool anyone, including
You're
Sebastian.
just,
God.
you're just flopping it around and shaking it like a rag doll. And he's gonna stab it.
And he
All right,
knows. And he
it, turn it
knows.
ready.
It's like we're playing with him. He's in our dollhouse right now.
Exactly what it is.
I have not laughed this hard in years.
Come on, Sebastian.
Oh, I guess I should have a turn here.
Yep, you're ready.
Maybe.
All right,
Come on, Sebastian, kill the marionette.
he's gonna stab.
Woo!
You got advantage, Sebastian. Finally.
Oh my god, he got it.
Finally hits. It counts as a crit. So he does 9
There's no
points of
way,
damage.
right? There's no way he's
But
this
the
bad.
thing is still alive.
Oh my god. He's got it.
The
One more
Goatling is
round.
paralyzed. Does it have a save or anything? Yeah, it can attempt to save again at the end of its turn, so it's going to do that.
One more round.
It fails. It's still paralyzed. Alright, Conglomerate. You can see Cyclonin ineptly trying to dance the Goatling around like it's still alive and active, and he's failing miserably. But the Goatling is still alive. It's still breathing. What are you going to do?
Oh, Sebastian, please kill it. This is getting sad.
Alright,
Sebastian,
Gizzard,
you
what are you going
got
to do?
this. Let's go, Sebastian.
Okay, go ahead and give
Clap,
me a
clap,
performance
clap, clap,
check.
clap. Performance. He's got it this time.
Sebastian's just screaming at this point, and he's starting to say, "I hate you. I hate you." Go ahead and hit intern.
He hates me.
All right, Cyclonin, what are you gonna do?
Yes. Okay. This is not working. All right. I'm just gonna go ahead and just kind of clutch this paralyzed goatling into my arms. I'm just gonna meld into the earth
Just
and
take it away.
underground where nobody can see. I'm just gonna go ahead and slam my fists into this thing.
Jesus.
Just
Well,
kill
just
it.
in case, go ahead and make the roll.
I just this Sebastian. What happened?
All right. First
He's
one.
never forgiving you, by the way.
No.
You hit. Can you do at least 2 points of damage?
Yeah, my attack bonus is higher than that, but I'll roll it anyway.
You do 21 points of damage, pasting it, and the combat is now over.
Whoa.
Oh, oh, you guys. I was beginning to be like, I'm not, I'm missing a lot of the session, but damn.
All
Not
right.
only
I'm
was that
gonna come out.
hilarious.
I'm gonna come out somewhere. Actually, no, I went down. So I'm gonna come up in the hill above, kind of out of view, change back into my avatar form, and just kind of come down and be like, "So, what did I miss?"
So as you're going off and doing that,
What did I miss?
Sebastian immediately starts sliding down the hill, and you hear him saying out loud, "I'm going home," and he starts walking down the road
Oh,
toward home.
no.
Wow.
So what do you guys do?
This
Well,
could
at
not have
least let
gone
us
worse.
fly. At least let us fly you back.
He's like, "Go away!
Well,
I'm just going home." And you can see
hey,
tears as he's walking away.
No,
well,
it is a long walk.
you did achieve your goal. Sebastian has grown some balls because he's telling a godling to screw off.
Good point.
I'm gonna turn back into a human.
That'll unfortunately take about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, never mind. Just let us turn into gas and fly home, Sebastian. It'll be fine.
It's not fine. It'll never be fine.
Oh,
I think
well,
we messed up.
that's fair.
I just want to go home.
Yes, of course.
Look at this. You are defying the gods.
Don't threaten him.
If you're gods, then gods suck.
No, not all of them. There are ones that are much better than us.
Fine, just take me home.
All right, well, we'll walk for 10. Wait a minute. Just realized something. These are probably not all the goatlings, are they?
Yeah, there's still the wagon and the blood around. You guys haven't checked for tracks or anything. Well, Sebastian tried to, but you know how that went.
Yeah.
Here, let me do this.
Look, Sebastian, I did go incredibly wrong, but
I think that's a bit of an understatement at this point.
it is hard to overstate that, admittedly.
Well, are we going home or what? I just want to go home.
Yeah,
No,
honestly,
no way.
forget the bandits. We'll come back for them later.
Yeah, we'll take you home.
Well, actually, because we're walking, so this is going to be as far as the Ancus Watchtower.
Well, can we fly in gas form? Can we fly him
No,
home?
I am not even like Ixnay on the Ashes form thingy.
All right.
Okay.
So I guess that's 2
Um,
hours to get there, 2 hours to get back. So it's about 5 o'clock when you get there.
I thought
It
we needed
lasts
to
for
get him
8
back
hours.
home by dinner, though.
Yeah, it lasts for 8 hours, and it only takes 1 minute to change.
Yes, and I think it's going to take a lot more than 1 minute to try to sort of calm him down and make a miserable attempt to smooth this over. So,
Yeah.
thinking about that just yet.
Darcy's gonna be so mad.
She's gonna be like, "What is my Sebastian?" Sebastian's gonna be like, "I don't want to freaking see you." What?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, though. And Sebastian probably will not be so bothered by his studies now. I don't say that out loud.
That's crazy.
At least not where he can hear it. I do that mentally.
So Sebastian solemnly follows you along, his face red. He's still scratches and blood. Certainly his clothes are torn off and bloody.
I'll heal him one more time before.
Oh no, I can do that.
Okay, cool.
My mistake to make here. Let's see. How bad does he look?
Let me bring up his sheet again. He's about half health. He's bloodied.
Cure wounds. Oh, I'll cast it at 7th level, or 2nd level, just for good measure.
Okay, well, he's up to full. So his clothes are still torn up, but his wounds are healed. Which he does notice, and he looks at you while you do it, and then looks away. And can we go yet?
Wait, what'd you say about his clothes?
His clothes are tattered and bloody from all the attacks and everything.
He's mending.
Here, I can fix these up. Actually, yes, let us sit down for a moment. I know I could use a drink. Would you care for
Yes.
one? All right.
Yes.
I pour him a mug of mead, and then while he's sitting there, I'm going to go ahead and start casting mending and fixing up his clothes till there's
He drains the mug.
God damn.
And he's just shut down. He's just kind of sitting there, just waiting.
Yes, it did not go well, but those are just among many creatures that prey upon the populace of this island. These are the sorts of, well, okay. It is not like that, but these are the sorts of things that we have to deal with when we disappear off into the wilderness to make sure that the situation is safe. These are not trivial tasks for anyone to deal with. Even the godlings they can threaten. So,
As you're talking, it's clear that he's just shut down and completely ignoring you.
Yeah, I should get him home.
Yeah. Yeah.
all right.
Anybody have like a memory wiping spell?
At this point,
Yeah.
I hope so.
What about when he got amnesia that first time? Can we do that again?
Let's see, what is it called? Alter memory or something like that?
No way you're actually looking it up.
Well, I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just like there is a spell. Of course, we wouldn't have had enough time to do that anyway.
Gotcha.
Well, perhaps it was all just a dream.
Uh-huh.
Let's just gaslight him into thinking it wasn't real.
Yeah.
Mentally to Gizzard. Geezer, do you happen to have sleep?
Yes.
Yeah, put him under.
All right, sleep in.
I think we should do this.
All right, so go ahead and cast your sleep, and go ahead and roll your damage. You basically have to do his hit points worth of damage.
You did it.
Yeah, okay, he's asleep.
I also get 5 hit points at the start of each turn. I'm
For
full
the next
health.
minute, so just go ahead and do 10 turns, so 50 hit points, is what you gain back.
Yeah, so full health. How convenient.
Okay, let's fly him home.
Okay, so I'm going to have to rest for an hour here.
You got to rest for an hour. Take a short rest.
Yeah, I'll take a short rest.
All right, everybody do your short rest stuff then.
I don't think I really have anything, although I used a bunch of my spells for first level.
Yeah, I don't think you have anything to get spells back on a short rest. I think that's just a wizard
Nope.
thing.
I'm fine.
All right, so after the short rest,
Okay, make sure he is carefully secured.
and
I'll hold on to him.
to the Quetzalcoatlus form.
All right. All right, you do so.
Okay, let's go.
All right. Well, after making double sure they've got him restrained properly.
Yeah, go ahead and actually, let's see. Go ahead and make, I guess, be a survival check for that kind of thing. Unless you have something better.
That sounds good. I can assist with that. I'm
Okay, so yeah, go ahead and roll again with it for advantage then. Okay, with the 26, you're pretty sure he's well secured.
All right. So I'll go ahead and start flying towards Katniss.
All right. So how long does it take you to get there?
I kind of lost track. Let's just call it 3 hours. It's probably closer to 2. Although, yeah, it's perfect. It's getting dark.
Yeah, we'll do 3 because it'll take you some time to get to land, change, walk him in, carrying him, and so forth. So just go ahead and put yourself at Katniss. All right, you have arrived. For the fun of it, I guess I will add a little light to you. Let's see, 10 maybe. There.
If we can, we'll just sneak him in and, yeah, let's sneak him in and just get him into bed.
All right. So you sneak him, you bring him, you find the guards to the estate, and then the guards notice that you're carrying a sleeping savant.
No, I wanted to sneak him in.
Oh, okay? You're gonna try to get him over the wall and try to get him to his room. All right, go ahead and give me a stealth check then.
Hold on, let me see something here.
Why? We can always tell the guards that he's asleep, and we're just taking him to the room.
I've got an idea. No,
I don't want anyone to really realize what happened.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to go ahead and cast Polymorph on Sebastian to turn him into... What's a little small creature that'd be slow?
Turtle.
Maybe something a little less rigid given the... Yeah, that'll work. I'll turn him into a little turtle, like a box turtle. He should still be asleep.
Okay.
So that's Polymorph. Then I'm going to go ahead and wild shape into a little small monkey. and then I'll go ahead and climb up that way, get him inside.
Okay, that's fair. However, you are still a monkey, so go ahead and give me a stealth check.
Let's see. Actually, I'll just roll this stuff.
Okay, yeah, with a 20, you're able to get him up inside. And once you get to the main building, there, obviously, so you're going to look around for. So what are you going to do once you get to the building? You're carrying him. You're at the building, but you don't know where his room is. So what are you going to do?
I'll just climb, see if I can look in the windows, see if I can see a bedroom that's unoccupied.
Okay, yeah, you pretty quickly find a bedroom that's unoccupied, though you have no idea if it's Sebastian's or not.
I'm gonna go ahead and look inside and just see if I see anything that'd be an indication, breadcrumbs, bad poetry.
Fair enough. Okay, so are you gonna? The first one you find isn't his. So, are you gonna keep looking?
Yeah.
All right. So by about the fourth window, you find a room that might be Sebastian's.
All right, so I'll open the window and put him inside.
Okay. So you put the turtle inside, and then you change him back, or turn off polymorph, or just say.
Yeah, basically I'll dismiss the polymorph. I'll kind of put the turtle on its back, aiming kind of the right way, so that when he goes back, he should be kind of full size, pointing the right way on the bed.
Okay.
I'll try and do my best to tuck him in. I'll have to move the blankets first before doing that, and then bring them over. And then, let's see, I'm trying to think. Mentally too. I mean, I'm just gonna be like, you missed you missed dinner. Are you gonna wake up for dinner? And and then just go out the window, close it if it was open, make my way out of the compound, and then just change back.
Okay. So it's 9 o'clock at night. You managed to get Sebastian in, and you've come back out. You meet with the group. So what do you guys do next?
Well,
That was positively awful. But why don't we go see how Judge is doing?
Yeah, let's go check
Yeah.
on Judge.
Well,
Let Darcy clean that one up.
Actually, as late as it is, Windwalk would have expired. I think
Yeah,
we're
and
just
you
gonna have
guys
to
are
rest
going to
up
be
on
pretty
tonight.
tired now anyway.
Yeah.
Okay,
Let's
let's.
stay here for the night.
Yeah.
So you guys are going to go get a room at the Keen Hawk where you've been before?
Sure.
Okay, so
Yes.
that costs you a half mithna per person.
Yep.
I will pay that. Let's see. There's I guess technically 5 of us.
Sounds right.
Okay, so I go ahead and pay the 5 half mithna.
All right.
Well, I hate to say it, but at least as far as somebody who can fight, I think Sebastian is officially hopeless.
Yeah, I don't think I
Agreed.
ever want to see him try that again.
Yeah, that was not good. That was not good.
We should never speak of this. If it comes up, it was all a dream. You were hallucinating and too much alcohol at lunch.
Agreed.
I agree. You know what? I'm somebody. I became a god by killing things. That felt really bad.
Yeah, that was horrendous.
It was terrible.
Wow.
Let's never speak of this ever again.
I apologize for putting him through that, and I apologize for putting you through that.
Oh, it's all right for me. It's just like, oh man,
Could not have gone worse, I don't think.
I just wasn't ready for how bad he was gonna be either.
Yes, I mean,
Oh,
I knew the Godlings were not pushovers exactly, but compared to many other threats, I expected
I expected more capability, and
Yeah.
I was
He's being trained for this, for God's sake.
and I was not prepared for him to be more afraid of us than of the enemies.
Yeah, that was really weird. Oh, it was
Weird.
bad. I mean, come on, man. I'm not that ugly.
Yes, you are.
Well,
Hey,
I mean, those goatlings. I mean, who knows what diseases those would normally carry? I mean, we may be terrifying to people, but at least we don't look like mangy livestock.
Wow.
Well, we do not. We are no goatlings.
I'm not going to disagree, but that is a way of speaking of them. That is quite interesting.
So, meanwhile, Judge, nobody ever shows up that night. When you're done with the library, nobody ever comes for you or whatever. If you can stay at the inn, so go ahead and mark off a half mythna for yourself, and that'll cover
Alrighty.
your night.
we just left
Alrighty.
him behind.
That's not a problem because after the secret library closes, can I spend time in the no more library downstairs
Yeah.
and do start looking? I'm gonna be bookworming it until late at night and start looking up craftings, like how to like how to make, like um metalworking. I've got some smithy tools, kind of tinkering, for small oddball projects, kind of like trying to carve a candle out of a candle flame out of stone, and trying to maybe either make or artistically modify a blacksmithing hammer.
Okay.
Um,
So yeah,
you
you're
know,
just trying to learn how to
so
do
I can
some of
be,
these things. Okay.
yeah, get some pointers and stuff, so I can, you know, actually have some better techniques in some of the stuff that I've already done and going to continue doing.
Okay. Fair enough.
And
So,
then
oh, go ahead.
after that library closes and I have to go to the inn, I am going to go to the inn and be reading the Belle Thrace and trying to formulate how to enchant items, even if they're like just temporary. Oh, did I ever get notification back on whether or not they thought my book was acceptable?
Oh yes. By the end of the day, said they would accept it, and they very much appreciated it.
Okay, a donation to the library. I hope that garners some favor with them helping.
Fair enough. Okay, so
Okay.
what I'll do then is say everybody sleeps through the night. Everybody take your long rests if you haven't already. And that'll be the end of the session, but the next session will start up in the morning with most of you in Catanese, except for Judge, who will wake up and I'm sure go to the library again the next day. So
Yep,
I'm
yep.
going to go ahead and stop the recording.